Just waiting on people to come in for right now. And then I'm gonna go in on the video. Y'all know how I do. You know how I do. But as we can see, the topic for this, I just said I was gonna do motivational videos only. You know, after, taking my little trip and receiving the revelation I received, I was like, look, let me do motivating videos showing people how to stay in shape, appreciating life. I'm tired of going to war. I mean, I'm not tired. I love fighting. I love going to war, but I need a balance. I don't need to go to war all the time. I don't need to go to war. But even if you don't want to go to war, people will push you to the edge. When your back is against the wall, you have no choice but to go to war and fight for what you believe in. So that's why I'm here. I'm summoned. I'm summoned as a warrior, as a war god. You feel me? I'm experienced. You can see this. I am not no little kid. I got a couple grays, a couple white hairs, but I am a war god in this. And we gonna fight. We gonna fight this information. Salute to everybody who just came in here. But yeah, man, I had a successful life and I'm coming in strong. Let's go ahead and begin. Siberians, Indians are tethers. They are not Americans. Prove me wrong. The definition of American is various copper-colored races. Aboriginals. Originally applied to the Aboriginals, now the Europeans. That is the definition of America. It has nothing to do with Siberians. And when I'm talking about Siberians, I'm talking about people like that. That dude right there. They probably got like a 10th or like an 8th of our blood. Because as you can see, I'm a light-skinned copper American. He's a straight hair. He's a straight light head. He's a light head. That dude right there is a light head. He don't got this ether. He don't got them waves. That is a light head. Up there talking about he a old man. And then they downplay all our information and try to Africanize all of us. History says our people are living with the natives, are amongst the natives. Clearly we marrying them. Clearly we a part of them. But they just Africanize us like, oh, you're black. That's disrespectful. Not only is it disrespectful, it's an act of war, and it is no stronger warrior on this earth than us. It is no stronger warrior. They come with this tethered fake history like they are the Indian warriors. Yeah, right. First of all, we see who the Olmec really is. We see who the Olmec really is. But they come with this fake fable of some Indian warrior. Now, I know truly the Aboriginal warriors are our people. But this narrative that dude is a warrior who is stronger than us is a fantasy. We know who the ultimate warrior of Earth is. We know who the supreme warrior is of Earth, and it ain't that dude right there. So let's get that started, who the warrior of America is, who the leader of the American military is right now today, who the #1 athlete today, who the most sought after person is today, who is the most copied man on earth today, is our people. When people think of Americans, they think of me and my people. Okay, I got Piv James up here. I'll let him up here for a little while to see what he's talking about.
What's good?
What you talking about, bruh?
You see that dude got in the picture right up there, right?
Oh, yeah, I know that dude. He's a clown.
Yo, right? So this dude used to go to New Hampshire fucking Job Corps, bro, get lit off perks.
Who that dude?
Don't ever take anything he says serious, bro.
No, I don't. I went on his channel a few times, and he is not bright at all.
Bro, he's a
Not
joke.
intelligent.
He's
so
a
I
joke.
know he's a joke.
That nigga is a jug, bro. Straight up.
Yeah. You know, he says some very defaming things about me and my people. He's
Yeah, because
disrespectful.
he got, you know what I mean, up there, bro. He got his, you know what I'm saying, took. So of course he's gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah. I know he feels some type of way, but what he's doing is an act of war. It's
Like, you see that scar? You
denationalizing
see that
people.
scar on his forehead?
Yeah.
That's basically from, you know what I mean, talking crazy.
Right. He got a little mouth
And now
on
he
him
got a
too.
lifetime grudge, put it like that.
Right. He got a little mouthpiece on him too. He talks slick. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm glad you came and verified that. I could tell he's a mark.
Nah,
He's
that's a
a
fact,
cold
man.
mark.
But if you ever jump in his life, be like, yo, you ever been up in Job Corps in New Hampshire? His face gonna change. He gonna
Right,
kick you
right,
right from the. He gonna kick you right from it, straight
right.
up.
I got you. I'm glad you gave me that ammunition because I'm sure gonna use it. On the real.
Yeah, he be up early with it too.
Yeah, every day going in.
He
Hey,
go, you know
y'all
why though,
tap the
right?
screen too. Y'all make
You
sure to
know
tap the
why?
screen.
Bro be going to that the Sobo clinic in the morning. You got to get his vitamin C.
Exactly. You need all that, all the vitamins because
Yeah,
he
for real,
hurting.
for real, for real.
Yeah, who is this? I got Yuh up here, man. What type of what part of the battlefield you on? You feel me?
Man, I'm a tarnished from the lands between.
Also,
Level
you a
150.
Siberian American?
Nah, my boy's from Middle Earth, my boy.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm from the
I just
lands
all nothing but
between.
love,
It's,
nothing
it's
but
like the
love,
same thing.
nothing but love, bruh. You
My
feel me?
boy's a Tark.
I'm a strength user. I'm a strength user. I don't
My
fuck with
boy's a
that
Tark.
magic.
My boy's a
You know
Tark.
what, bruh? I played basketball for the Native American Basketball League in Minnesota with the Ojibwa.
That's a, that's actually badass. Hold on, I was just
Yeah,
gonna come here and fuck with you, but that's actually cool. That's actually cool. You keep
yeah.
doing your
So
thing, brother.
yeah, I appreciate you, bro. I don't come with no disrespect. I come with straight information. To that
Hell
female who
yeah,
was just
man.
up here, you can come back up here, Miss Lady. To that female who was just up here, I definitely want to hear from you. But yeah, bro,
All right,
I
bro.
play. I
I'm gonna
play.
catch you later.
I appreciate you coming up here, man. For real, bro.
Yeah,
Just
of
for
course, man. Hey, stay
tap in.
blessed.
Anytime you see me live, tap in. Make sure y'all tap that screen too. Everybody, man.
I got
The
you,
more the
man.
better.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nothing but love.
All right. See you.
Yeah, but you know, as we can see, history is on our side. And I wanna make this straight with the audience and people who gonna see this video. People who gonna see this video, I wanna make something straight. We have our people in this information who always knew their affiliation. They always knew they were native and they may claim American Indian. Not all of us claim to be no Indians, but we are indigenous or aborigine copper colored mound builders. So the problem is our people that's claiming Indian is threatening to that man. So I don't have no beef with him with Indian because I'm not an Indian. That's a terminology the Europeans brought. But when he disrespect my kind, telling me I'm an African and I'm a black, that's when I gotta step in. I got J Money up in here. What's good, J Money?
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Man, I appreciate you stopping by, man. Late night bill of us, getting this information out. You know what it is.
Yeah. I've been seeing him for like years straight now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just seen him, he knows me in prejudice too, I heard.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And he's saying that we want checks, we want land, and that's not the case. First of all, we have the best culture. Everybody wants our culture, even him. So he's really projecting because he's saying we want something from him, but they want it from us because we don't want nothing from them.
I mean, what
First
do
of
they
all,
got though?
we the richest people on earth because everybody want to be like us. First of all. So yeah, the Indian community on TikTok that's making these TikToks is saying they are black Indians. I'm not a black, I'm not an Indian. I'm setting the record straight. But we are the mound builders. That's a fact. And it's on the record. Through the Washita dug the mound, they are recognized by the United Nations. The Washita. Empress Verdier Turner Bay. You understand me? Y'all can look that up. We are recognized as the mound builders all the way up to Illinois, to Louisiana, the whole Mississippian. So, like I say, I'm straightening it out. If you call yourself an Indian, a black Indian, I don't accept that term, but I love you. We are just mound builder. We are the Americans, the only Americans. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, y'all top that up. Y'all top up that screen. Y'all show love to this type of content. I always preach that because we have to come together. If y'all think we're going to defeat them divided, we are not going to defeat them divided, y'all. I'm telling you, if you are more, I don't even really roll with Hebrews like that, but I know a lot of y'all are my people. I don't roll with Pan-Africans, but we are not going to win this war divided. So come on, y'all, let's unite and get this information out here. Che Money, man, you can tell me a little bit about yourself, man, on, your nationality. If you want to share your state, if you want to share, input far as how you want to go about this, you can, bruh. And anybody else want to come up here? Because I'm PNF. I be on YouTube. My YouTube channel is PNF Research, Science, and News. At PNF Research. That's my YouTube. It's in my description. And I got like 1,000 videos on YouTube, y'all. I am what do you call, the progenitor, the founding father of this information. Were there other people doing this information before me? Yes. But when it comes to how we see it today, I'm the founding father. And it ain't a YouTuber out here that will tell you nothing different. That's how famous I am, y'all. I'm just not getting on TikTok the last 6 months. Really the last 4 months. I'm really just getting over here, but I'm him on YouTube. So now that I'm on TikTok, we about to go head up with these folks, and we're not going to lose, y'all. We're not going to lose because I have the information, word for word, toe for toe, blow for blow. I can stand up to the best of them. So this dude right here is small change. That is a Eurasian Caucasian man. You see a real light-skinned man right here. That is a Eurasian man with lice. Facts. That's a person who gets lice. That is not no American warrior. Let me prove it to y'all. Watch this. Check this out.
He's a straight Siberian.
So yeah, that's a straight. No, that's too small though. Hold on, I got another one. There you go, right there. Now that's called the emblem of America. That brown woman. That man's skin don't look nothing like that woman. He don't look nothing like her. Okay, if nobody believes me, goofball A-Rod, how come I got 1,000 likes? Y'all just type anything. If nobody believes me, why I got 1,200 likes? Because you don't make no sense. And a lot of y'all people are racist. Something's wrong with y'all people, man. Nobody believes me, but nobody believes y'all look like that woman right there, the emblem of America. Y'all are not Americans. That's all I'm saying. Let's go find some more. Let's go get some more. Native Ameri Indians versus mound builders. Y'all are not mound builders. We got too much evidence that y'all are not the mound builders. Native Ameri Siberians have already been on record saying they did not build the mounds. We know y'all are not Mesoamericans because y'all not the Olmecs.
Hey, but see, that's the thing though, right? If they didn't build the mounds, they definitely did not build the Merkabahs. You see in Mesoamerica, you know what I'm saying? The Mers, the Merkabahs, you know what I'm saying?
The Mer temples and the Denali's. Exactly. Right. Yeah, we know they didn't build that. This is how we know they didn't build it, because they are hunter-gatherers. They are people who follow the herds of the animals. They don't farm. They're always roaming. They're not known as agriculturalists. Because if they are agriculturalists, what is it that they grow right now today? What? What restaurant have you ever went to of a native Siberian in America? Ever? Name the restaurant that they open up that we go eat at. Nowhere. They're not known for no food, soul food. Soul food is American. Cornbread is American. Apple pie, peach cobbler, certain fish. So yeah, like I say, I am not an Indian. I will never claim to be an Indian. They had fried bread, but that's us. That's what I'm saying. When you go to dealing with bread and agriculture and plants, that's us. We are the plant people. That's why we have melanin. Y'all don't have melanin. Y'all people are pale. You're not light skinned. Y'all are pale. Meat eaters are pale. Y'all thrive off meat like Asians. All y'all do is eat meat. That's why y'all are called Cheyenne. That's why y'all are called Chinese. Hold on. Let me see who this is. I got a native up here. We got a native up here, man. What part of the battlefield you on, man? Singing Bear. What's good?
What's up, man? What are you talking about? Saying that we don't, like, indigenous people don't do agriculture? That's what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. And let me answer the question before you fill in. First of all, in America, there's various indigenous people, not just one. You
Right.
don't speak for I got you. You don't speak for every indigenous people in America, first of all. So the particular culture of agriculture, of growing plants, my people started that in America, and we are the perfecters of it globally. You don't have no history of that. Your
What do you
people
mean?
on the
What do you mean,
reservation.
bro?
I'm
What do you
almost
mean?
done. I'm almost done, brother. I swear for God, I'm gonna let you get in. Your people are known as Plains natives that came from Siberia. That's your history. My people are known as the mound builders, the people to this day who is being persecuted on their land. You see what I'm saying? You only have one history as Plains Indians. That's it. You don't
Okay,
have no
so
more history. So go ahead.
so first of all, you're just judging me, calling me plain Indians. I'm not a plain Indians, brother. So that's your mistake right there. Okay,
Okay, I
so
can admit to that. I
okay,
can admit to
okay.
that.
Second of all, I'm from Mesoamerica, okay? And
Okay, I take that back then.
I'm an Afro-Indigenous person from the state of Veracruz, okay? So I
Okay,
represent
hold
both,
on, hold
right?
on. I
So
take that back then. I didn't know you was Mexican. I thought I asked you what side of the field you was on.
I
My
didn't
bad.
get to answer. So I'm answering right now. So one thing about growing crops, my ancestors from Mesoamerica have been cultivating corn for thousands of years. We created corn, we created beans, we created squash. We lived off that. Our empires thrived off these crops. So to you to say these things is kind of like
I said I take
misinformation.
it back, fam. I
Wait a
said I
minute.
take
I
it
know.
back.
I understand. But I'm gonna continue saying what I'm saying, and then I'm gonna bounce. So today, who is the people in the fields, growing the vegetables, growing the fruits, producing all these things, and for you to have it in your fucking in your fridge for you to eat
So
today? Is it your people or the indigenous people of Mexico? I'll
I
let you
got
answer that.
I got you. I got you. It's a combination of both. Your
Uh,
people are
I don't see
your
black people in the camps, brother.
ain't
I
no
don't see
black
black
people.
people in
I'm
the
not
camps.
black, fam. You can just finish. I
I don't
got you.
see African Americans in the camps working fucking under the
All right, so let
sun,
me ask you a
fucking growing
question. Yo,
crops and
Siggy.
fruits
Yo,
and all that,
Siggy.
brother. Let's be honest, brother. Let's be
Yo,
honest
Siggy.
here.
Let me ask you a question.
No, I just said a statement, and you guys gonna ask
You
me
won't
another
be
question.
quiet. You won't be
Well,
quiet
well,
though.
I asked a question, brother.
But you
So
gotta be quiet once you ask the
who is
question.
growing the
Just
crops
chill.
today, brother? Who's
Okay,
growing the crops today,
you
brother?
don't have to be emotional. You ask the question. Just chill. We got you.
Okay. Who is growing the crops today for you to have vegetables in your fucking house
I
in the
heard
morning?
you. I heard you. You don't have to keep talking. It's okay. I'm gonna straighten it out. So, like I said, we have our own farms up here. Y'all not the only people growing food. Y'all come up here and y'all work as visas, as workers or whatever. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And in Mexico, they have a lot of farms, and in South America. I've been to South America. So, like I said, I didn't know you were a Mesoamerican. I thought you were a Plains native up here that we're currently engaging with. So, first of all, I'm not an African. I'm not an African American. I'm not a black. Just like I can call you a mestizo. Now, if you want to get technical, a lot of those Mesoamericans in Oaxaca, a lot of those people in Belize, a lot of those people in Honduras, a lot of those people in Chiapas, they are brown people. A lot of the Kickapoo people, they are dark brown people. A lot of y'all people are mestizos. And I'm not sure if you're a mestizo. I can't really tell. But you're not going to come up here like you represent the original Aborigines of Mexico. We're talking about the mestizo revolution that particularly focused on dark-skinned people and attacked them and refused to recognize them as citizens. So that happened down there with the Quintana Roo and the war against the Zambo people. This happened down there. So y'all are, I don't want to say the word, but y'all are racist as well. And like I say, you don't speak for the Aborigine people of Mexico. You are a product of the Spaniards. And y'all are trying to undercut that and act like you are just
no. You just can't do that. You just can't say that I'm the product of the Spaniards and then take away.
Yeah, hold on. Yes, I can. Time out. Time out. Yes, I can. If you can call me, If you can call me African American, I can call you what I want because I'm not African.
Listen, you just can't take one part of history and just trying to put that on me, like Spaniard. Whatever, bro. Like, there's also indigenous
African American on me. I'm not an African. I'm not a black. You can clearly see I'm not black. So,
okay, you're a brown brother, right? Okay, whatever you want to. What do you want me to refer you to as? Call you as? Just a brown brother?
I'm from, my grandparents from Alabama, but I'm from Chicago. Just call me.
Okay, so what do you want me to call you? Alabama and Chicago, or what do you want me to call you?
Yeah, just call me Chi-Town.
Chi-Town, okay, Chi-Town. You refer to as Chi-Town, whatever. So in my history, it comes from my ancestors are indigenous and African ancestors that were brought to Veracruz, where I'm from. Okay, yes, Spaniards came and intermixed with the indigenous and the Africans, and we have a whole mixture of it, right? I'm Spanish, I'm indigenous, and I'm African. Bro. I don't deny none of that. But for you to just wait, come on, brother.
Okay, go finish. Go ahead and finish, finger.
So for you to just be like, oh, you're a product of the Spaniards. You ain't a fucking, you ain't one of the real Aboriginals. And this, bro, I got all three of them in my system, bro. How you gonna say that to me? That's not fair for you to be just saying that shit, bro.
It's not fair at all. But when you're calling me a black and an African, I'm set off, and I had already apologized.
I said in general statement, African Americans. I said, who's growing the crops today? Is it Mexicans, indigenous people, or African Americans, brother?
Right,
that's
I apologize.
I will never come on here. And disrespect African Americans because that's in me too, brother. My dad's black, bro. I'm not gonna fucking do that shit. I love my fucking both of my cultures and shit. I don't represent the Spanish culture because that shit was brought on me by fucking colonialism and fucking grape and all that shit, bro. So I'm not gonna be claiming that shit, bro. You wouldn't claim fucking the white ancestors that fucking forced themselves upon fucking, our African slaves. I know you're not going to claim that shit. And I ain't going to put that shit on you neither. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's kind of misrepresenting like what you're trying to say. Cause I just jumped on and I heard you kind of say like, oh, like Native people don't grow crops.
I didn't say that. I'm not talking about, I'm trying to straighten it out with you. I have friends from Hidalgo, Chiapas, Veracruz. I know some Migos who love me, who bees with me out here. So yeah. It's a lot of Migos who know that they some niggas. But anyway, like I said, I thought you was a Plains native. So you're sort of a Spanish guy, or I don't want to say Hispanic, maybe Nahuatl. And
I consider myself Afro-Indigenous. If you want to call me Afro-Mexican, that's cool. You know,
Afro-Indigenous. But we have our own culture up here, and when you hear us say native, you think we're talking about you. No, we're talking about a group of people who are mixed with the colonists and they're up here taking our stuff. I'm not talking about Mexicans, man. I'm not talking about Mesoamericans. So don't think I'm singling you out. Okay, you understand me?
I understand you completely. I understand you completely. But my question now is like, what are the Native Plains taking from you? If I mind asking, what are they taking?
Oh, the Plains natives. They helped the Europeans find our people in the cliff dwellings in New Mexico and Colorado, and they took our people out, and then they took our treasury, our federal arsenal in Baker's Ferry during the Civil War. We had something called the Civil War when a lot of our people came to Mexico, in Baghdad, Mexico, and Tamaulipas, and Matamoros. Our people fled down there by the thousands, and we went to Brazil during the Civil War. So they took our land. They took over 50 million acres from us. And these Native American people, they are now in control of the mounds. They are now in control of the antiquities. That means you cannot put no Native American artifacts on display without their permission, even if the artifacts look like me. So this is what
Okay.
they took from us. They took our history from us. They took our mounds. They took our ancestral lands, our farmlands. They even take the bodies out the ground. This is far past the active war. Yeah, and I'm talking
Okay,
about
so let me go. Okay, so you're saying that uh our people, like, okay, your people build the
no, not
mountains.
your people. Your people are sort of like my people, but you're trying to divide yourselves from us.
No,
My
I'm
people
not
are
trying to
the
divide.
descendants.
Like I said earlier, I'm not trying to divide. Look, I'm for both of my cultures, brother. So I'm just trying to get clarity right here. You said the mounds, so like I've done some study on the mounds before, bro. So like you're saying, you guys built the mounds? Like my
Yes.
look at, I believe my ancestors were African, okay, African and indigenous. So you're
Well,
saying that
your
like
people are not my
so-called
people.
African.
My people are not
Okay,
African.
I'm
So
just
that's
gonna
not my
say so-called African American, so that people can understand what I'm trying to say. So when I say so-called, don't get offended, you guys. I'm just saying so-called. So are you saying so-called African Americans built the mounds?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Indigenous copper colored Americans. You can look up Washita. Look up Washita dug the Mounja. They are recognized by the United Nations as the oldest ongoing civilization next to the Garifuna. Look up the Garinago and the Garifuna people of Belize. Look up the Washita mound builders. We are on record for being recognized as mound builder people. And the Seminole people, I'm sure you know about the Seminole Creek people, the Muskogee people. Listen, we have video evidence. We are not up here lying. We have video evidence of us in Palestine, our people in Palestine doing business 100 years ago in Palestine, in black and white. They don't have no evidence like us, these so-called people that are pale looking. So yes,
Okay.
we are the mound builders. We don't accept those terms. Indian, Ameri Indian, all those names, we don't accept that. We're just the Americans.
So what do you say when they dig up mounds and they find remains and they do like DNA testings on them and they come back that they're related to modern Native Americans? What do you say to that?
I think that it's a mafia cabal of liars that is fabricating this data. If we look up the studies of the Olmecs, there's a study in 1973 proving that the Olmecs are a bulk of them are majority what we would call black people. There's a study that proved the Olmec bones are the same as what we would call black people. So y'all skip over
What
that
study?
study.
What? So you said there's DNA testing that shows that the Olmecs were black people. That's what you said right now.
Yes, there's 100% proof that scientists has confirmed this. Not all Olmecs, not all Olmecs, but a good percentage of them.
So what haplogroup will they be?
See, the thing about our civilization is we're not just one people, like one ethnicity. We're not into inbreeding like that. We don't inbreed. So we have other peoples amongst us. The Indians were once our associates and lived with us. You see what I'm saying? Like how Polynesians have Micronesian, Austronesian, and Melanesian. They
Yeah,
got
I
three
understand. I
different
understand that,
types
brother. But my question is like this: it's like if you're saying that the Olmecs through science has been proven that they're black, so my question would be like,
They're
well,
all over hieroglyphs, so I don't know what you talk
no, wait a
about.
minute.
Like,
Well,
they're all over the
Yeah,
walls
hold on,
and
Singing
around.
Bear. Let
wait a
her
minute,
get in. I forgot
sister.
to introduce her. I'm sorry. How you doing, Miss Stinker? I'm sorry. I was rude. But let her
Oh
get
no,
it in.
it's okay. You were talking to him, so but I was just saying, like, some of his questions are easy to retort, but I was just saying, because he's saying that scientifically there was no black Mesoamerican when they're all over hieroglyphics, all over South America in the tombs. They're all over everywhere. So I don't know what you're talking about, Singing Bear.
Well, indigenous people in South America, and especially in Oaxaca, Veracruz, and Guerrero, Chiapas, in those areas, and Yucatan, they're dark people. They're very dark complected people. So yeah, they match the people in the
Yeah,
murals. I don't know. I don't understand what you're
Yeah,
trying to
she
get
made
at.
a
So
good point though. If you look at
but
the artifacts, it's showing the people And
Yes, and the people in the region fit those descriptions. And another thing is the science backs up what I'm saying. The science says that the omics, bones, the DNA, the haplogroup is haplogroup A, which goes back to the Native American 5 haplogroups, brother. That's
You
why
know,
I'm
do more
have you
research,
Wait,
brother.
wait, wait. Oh, I got a
I'm
question.
asking you
I got
to
a
Do more
question.
research, brother. That's all
Wait
I
a
can
minute,
tell
you
you.
guys don't get bent out
have
of
you
shape.
heard of the Mongolian
Wait, I
War
got a
Wait a
question
minute,
for
wait
in
a
you.
South
minute,
I
you
got a
guys.
question
America?
for you.
Singing
Wait a
there, there was
minute,
a Mongolian
you
War
guys
in
don't get bent out of shape of what I
Wait,
said.
war
I'm
in
just
South
hold on, hold on.
America.
Wait, hold on. Yo,
So,
sing.
So,
And
brother host, if you have a source that you could link
Yo,
me
singing.
to, then about the
Singing.
science. Wait a minute, brother. I'm talking to the
I've
host
been
real quick.
I've been trying to ask you all day, but go ahead.
let me get
But I'm
some
not
order
done,
in
brother.
here.
Just
Let me
give
get
me
some
some
order.
decorum
there's
real
no
quick, brother.
haplogroup.
Here.
And first of all, there's no haplogroup. There's no. All you need is
What?
genealogy. Your
No,
parents
no,
tell
we
you
can't do
who you
genealogy with
are.
the
Bro,
omics.
come
The
I
omics
on,
are
my
bro.
parents
thousands.
never told me that they came
Nah,
from
vibes.
Africa.
Come
None
on,
of them
now.
never
We
did.
cannot do genealogy with the
Yo,
omics because there's
singing.
no thousands and thousands and thousands upon years ago.
Singing.
How are you gonna go? How are you
Yeah,
gonna
but
do
there's a
genealogy?
Mongolian.
How are you
Have you
gonna
heard of
do?
the
Singing.
Mongolian
Oh
War
my God!
in South
How you
America?
gonna,
There was a
brother?
Mongolian War
How you
in
gonna
South
do
America
genealogy,
along with the
sister?
Spaniards. They
Sister,
brought
how
them
you?
here from Europe.
Oh,
Europe,
wait a minute.
the
Host. We were talking about the omics, host, and now this is something
Yeah,
else.
I know,
So
but
we want to
listen, but
stick with
sing.
the
I got a
omics.
question
No,
for you,
tap
though.
that
explain
screen.
it.
Tap that screen for me.
Yo,
Tap that
singing.
screen.
Like we're talking about the omics. Now she's talking about some other stuff. So I'm
Yo,
gonna stick with the
singing.
Yeah,
omics.
but
She
that's
got a
how they
right. She
got
got
Like
a
here.
right
yeah,
to
like
talk
this is
about.
weird. There's jumping to something
Let's
else
get
now.
some
Yo,
So
order,
I'm
singing.
man.
really just asking with respect,
Bro, you
brother.
don't answer my
If you
question,
could show
bro?
me, if you
Let me
can link
mute
me to
up.
a science article or source that
You don't
says
have to be
that
emotional,
omics are
bro.
black
Look
through
there.
science.
They're all over hieroglyphics, so I don't know what you're
No,
talking
that's not what
about.
I'm asking. I'm asking the brother because he made a statement. He said that through science they proved through the bones of the omics that they were black. So I want to know where is this source at? Where's the link for I could see
It
All
it?
right,
doesn't
I
have to be
got it.
scientific
He
though.
he made the statement,
Science
sister.
twisted everything,
He
so
made the
I don't.
statement. You understand that?
Okay.
He
All
made the
right, just
statement.
calm down, Singing Bear. You said what you said. We're gonna address you. I want Miss Thinker to say what she's gonna say until she's done. When she's done, I'm gonna present the evidence and the source.
I had a question for him, though.
Okay, but we don't want to answer him no more questions for right now, unless it's really important, bro. If you feel like it's really important, because I don't want to drag this.
Yeah. He
All right,
said
go ahead
something.
and ask him then. I
It's a
got you.
quick question. So, see, look, yo, singing. You said something about the haplogroups, right? So, here's the thing, right? Which chromosome did that haplogroup you said belong to?
Right, thank you. That's a good question.
The X, they did the mtDNA haplogroup test on the bones, and it went back to haplogroup
Well, you
A.
don't get what he's saying. If you're going to use DNA as a source, you got to know what you're talking about. Which chromosome are they matching? That will let us know if it's a valid test. Because you got to know what an
They're doing the
allele is.
test.
You got to know what a loci is.
They're doing
Chromosomes
the,
have locations on them that verifies the composition of the chromosome. What chromosome are they matching is an excellent question, and that's how we're going to destroy y'all. But I'll let you answer that
What
first.
do you mean how you gonna destroy y'all? What do you mean?
Okay.
I'm simply asking a question because you made the statement about the science about
I'm
the
going to
bones of the
answer it,
omics
but I
being
wanted him
black.
to answer that first.
So that's what I'm asking.
I'm
Like,
going
what
to
is
answer
like?
it.
Like I could tell you
If
the
you're
science.
not
The
going to
science.
answer his
I'm
question,
answering.
I'll
I'm
move.
answering.
It's
I'm
okay.
It's
answering.
a
I'm answering.
haplogroup A anyway. What does it? Where is it relating to? Where's
It's
haplogroup A?
haplogroup A is found in the Americas. Is what one of the
Right, what
five
chromosome
Okay,
is
parts.
it?
we'll come back to that. He don't
Haplotypes.
want to answer it, bro. He don't
I
want to
am
answer it.
answering it. I'm answering it. What do you mean, bro? The Y chromosome is the male and the X chromosome is the female, bro. They did it
Okay,
in
he
Which one?
said the
Which
Y
one?
on the
chromosome, bro.
bones.
J Money. He said the Y chromosome.
I didn't say the
Nice.
Y. I said the X chromosome, bro. The
That the bounce
mtDNA.
is it.
Okay, the X chromosome. He said that's what they matching, bro. What?
Yeah, the mtDNA. They
All right,
always
then that
do
debunks it then,
maternal
because the X
haplogroup test.
chromosome is changeable. Like, the X chromosome changed a lot. The Y
No,
chromosome
no.
stays
The X,
the
hold on, J Money. It's not the X. The Y chromosome mutate. It's not the X. This
That's
what
why.
we gonna destroy him with the X chromosome. He shouldn't have said that. You should have
That's
never
why
said that.
they
But
always do
anyway,
testings with the mtDNA. Am I correct or incorrect? Because I always, every time I see them doing testings on bones, ancient bones, they always go with mtDNA,
it's okay.
the X
Yeah,
chromosome.
maybe they do, maybe they don't. But I really do my studies on DNA. I really do. So anyway, if that's what you're going off of, cool for you, Singing Man. You're saying they match the mtDNA, and the haplogroup is called what? A2, right? Isn't
No,
that what you
A.
said?
No, A.
Oh, haplogroup A, and it's majority mtDNA is what you said.
Yeah, that's
Great.
the
Hold
testing
that.
of the
Hold
results.
that thought. I'm going to debunk you. I'm going to debunk them. First, let me give you the source for the Olmec. So I'm going to read from the source and I'll post the link. First of all, I don't use, you want to say something?
No, I said go for it. I said go for it.
Okay, I don't use terms like African, Afro, Black, Color, Indian. Those are European terminologies. So if y'all hear me say that, just understand, just skip over that, Aborigine, Indigenous. So here's the source right here. Thursday, October 22nd, 2009. Eumelanin means dark skin or brown skin. Skeletons in Mexico. Dr. Wersinski, 1972, claims that some of the Olmecs were of Black people origins. He supports this claim with skeletal evidence from several Olmec sites where he found skeletons that were analogous to the African American people. Wersinski discovered that 13.5% of the skeletons from Tlatelolco and 4.5% of the skeletons from Cerro de la Mesas were Negroid. In 1972, Wersinski and Jarazaboy, 1975. I'm keep reading, I'm almost done. Dehel and Co., 1995, 2012 of Harvard University have made it clear that until the skeleton of a Negroid is found in Olmec site, he will not accept the art that they were Negroid among the Olmec. This is rather surprising because Constance Uren and Dr. Wersinski have both already reported that the skeletal remains had Negro have been found in Mexico. So we have these people trying to rewrite history, but somebody already did test it in the 1970s. Mm-hmm. They already did tests.
1970. So, what haplogroup did they determine it then to be?
Why you always talk about haplogroup?
Because that's important. That's a genetic marker, sister. That's a genetic marker that will link you to your people. So that is very important.
But how come they're saying that Native Americans came across from Asia to here? That doesn't make no sense. Like that's fine. That's fine. If science says that,
that's a good point.
If science, listen. If science says that we migrated here, we were the first people here. I don't disagree with what science says. But that same science will tell you that African Americans have a haplotype L and a haplotype paternal will be E.
They never said that. No,
yes, it does. That's what science says.
I thought it's H1E1 or something.
Science says that African Americans have a maternal of L and a paternal of
No, it's not true.
Yes, it does. That is
ridiculous. You cannot determine race from analyzing skeletal remains. You have to do other testing. You cannot look or measure bones to analyze skeletal remains for race. I'm an archaeologist. That's all I got to say. There you go.
All right, that's all you got to say. But this is dealing with anthropology. I believe archaeology is dealing more with like buildings and culture remnants. Anthropology deals with more like culture. I'm not sure.
The fact that you said that so confidently. And
no, I said maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, right?
Archaeology is a field of anthropology.
Okay, you got me there. Okay, so you said what you said. We'll leave it with that. So,
all right, could I read my source real quick on the Olmecs real quick on the Olmec DNA?
If that's true, what you say? What you say, Singing Bear? What you say?
He said he's gonna read some of his own.
No, we gonna wait. We gonna wait on that.
His Olmec haplogroup.
Okay, but let me just say this about his judgment on the African Americans, because that's not a scientific term. This is where
my source.
This is where we deaden all of this crazy talk with DNA. First of all, there's no such thing as Black DNA, African American DNA. When you try to pinpoint a group of people who have historically mixed,
how are you going to use science, bro, and DNA, and then try to tell me when I use it?
DNA is not even accurate. DNA is not even accurate. One time, a dog got an African DNA test, and they tested the dog, so it's not accurate.
That's false. That was false. That's not even true. That's false shit right there, dude. Come on. So
How you know?
Hey, hold on, I had to mute him, man. He's crazy. He won't let you talk.
No, bro,
He's
it's
crazy.
because you read your source, and then you're not even letting me read mine.
Yeah, you can't cut me off though. I'm the host. When I'm making my point, you can make me lose my thought.
No, you read your source, brother. You read your source to me, and I heard it.
You can't rush me. I'm not gonna let you rush me. I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm not just.
I didn't rush you. You stopped talking, and the sister interrupted, and then I wanted to say my source on the omens.
Go ahead, man. Get on up out of here, man. You ain't that important. You're not that important to me. Now, he says something about African American. That's not a scientific term. I'm not scared. I'll let you back up. But I'm not going to let you keep talking over me. You're the one scared because you keep talking. Duh. How am I scared when he won't be quiet?
So there's no come up with no answer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
He couldn't come up with no answer about his Olmec DNA or whatever. DNA is not even accurate unless it's like a distant DNA, like mother, brother, sister, something like that.
That's called paternal DNA. I know a lot about it. I've been studying it for the last 3 years. Now, this is the point I want to make. The African American population, so-called, which is mainly indigenous, they are mixed. They have European, African, Asian, a lot of Asian, Latin. You even have Afro-Latin people. So it's a mixture. So you can't say they have a L haplogroup when they're mixed. It don't make no sense. They don't even look the same. You got some that's light like me. You got some that's dark like Shaquille O'Neal. There's so many types of people that look differently. You can't group us up together when we don't even look the same. It don't even make us... Right, exactly. We have 3 alleles and they have 2. I have another source to prove we even got more alleles than y'all. So we are not, you cannot group us up into one category when we are mixed, hyper mixed. We have something called dominance in genetics. So whoever we mix with, we're going to override their genetics because we have a dominant gene. That's why we're going to see light-skinned people who still look Negroid and Asian and European look, like Vanessa Williams.
We did have intermixed with the so-called Native Americans. We did.
Yeah, we even mixed with them.
We did have sex with them, and they were called Native American. So black, but we weren't black. We were the real Native Americans, not them. It's all mixed up.
We are Aboriginal. We are the indigenous people, and they have these new names and these tribes they came up with to steal from our treasury because they're taking from us. Like some of our people are Chickamauga, Choctaw, Chickasaw, the 5 civilized tribes on the southeast coast. And, Georgia area and Alabama. Those are our dark-skinned people, not these pale people from Alaska. You see what I'm saying? So they know this.
I just once heard that they came to here from being slaves from the Mongolian wars in Europe. That some of them came with the Europeans and not crossing the Bering Strait. Like they were slaves of the Europeans and they just came here. And if you look at some of the Native American pictures, they have the cross, the Christian cross. Why are they practicing European doctrine if they from, Asia? That doesn't make no sense. I think they were slaves. Just like, it's like they fucked it up. Like they switched everything. We are the real so-called Native Americans. We could be called Native Americans, but we're Aboriginal, not. They took the title of Native Americans. We could be called Native Americans, but they took that title in law. But
they denationalized us because they want to take from the land. So that's how they take from the land, by taking it from the real Aboriginals. Another telltale sign of that they are not the Aboriginals is because they could never people a vast land like America, from South America up to Canada. You cannot take one phenotype like him and people this land because that would lead to inbreeding. It would have to be a multifaceted ethnicities. It would have to be different looking people to foster a giant population of over 100 million. Because imagine 100 million people that look like him. They're all going to be inbreeding. So the only people who have versatile genetics are us. It's only one group of people who have the phenotype and the genetics, the DNA to sit up here and father and mother this land. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't look alike. We have different looks. All of them come from us. It's obvious. You cannot have 200 million people that look like brothers and sisters. And all of them look like brothers and sisters. If you go on a tribal reservations, they all look alike. They look like first cousins.
It's like Asians.
When you go down to Mexico, they all look alike. They all look like first cousins.
And they're also in the Caribbean too. It's like everywhere that they said the so-called transatlantic slave trade went. It was a fucking lie. Well, like they're also in the Caribbean too. You see the same type of people, the Mongolian people in Caribbean, also in South America. They're also there. In North America, they're also there. So it's like they switched us. They switched us during the Trail of Tears. They switched
I didn't want to cut you off, but they switched up on us during when Hollywood became a thing in like 1919. Oscar Micheaux was a Creole brother who is credited with the Oscars. If y'all know what the Oscars awards is for Hollywood. So they started rewriting our history when Hollywood became a thing. In 1919, when the Ottoman Empire was toppled, and then Hitler, he tried to save the empire.
But I'm talking about like the Negro, Black, African American classifications when they cross us across India out. So I mean, we aren't called Indian first of all, but that's what the invaders called us. But they crossed out Indian to Negro, Black, and African American, and then soon African American. If we were African, why would they change our names? We have like 14 nicknames. Like which one? Like if we were African, we would just be called African, not Negro, Black, or whatever. We would just be called African.
But here's the thing about that though, right? Really, when you call yourself African American, that has no nationality. Every other, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, race category has a nationality. You see, the Wati race, right? That's classified with nationalities, like, you know what I'm saying, countries from like North Africa, the Middle East, and, you know what I'm saying, Europe, right? That has those countries, and it tells you the classifications for that race. Same with Asia, it has countries that's from Asia and all that, but no country is included with Black. No country is included with African American. So it's not it's really
They use mostly nationality. We can't use nationality because it has been so-called a race. But if you ask your parents, your elder grandmother or whatever, they would tell you who you are. My father said he was Cherokee, but that has been, used during the 5 civilized tribes names like Choctaw. Choctaw's not Choctaw, it's Chata, not Choctaw. So Cherokee is not. It's not like it's a catch term. So they use that. That's why we mostly Black families always say Cherokee, because they basically erased everything and then called us the same Cherokee, Choctaw, and the same 5 damn names.
Right. So one thing for sure we know about these people like Singing Bear and the rest of these races in the chat, all of their information comes from the English European academic system.
No, they don't, brother.
Hold on, bro. I didn't give
Why
you
you
the
calling me
mic.
racist, bro? Why you calling me racist?
Something wrong with y'all, bro.
You call me racist? What the fuck, bro? I'm not. It's not polite to call people racist. That's not cool.
It is if you're gonna call me a color. You can't call me a color and not be a racist.
I didn't call you a color. When did I call you a color, bro? What the fuck?
Yeah, because African American is the same thing as Black. It's the same thing. That's
Bro, I
racist.
said so-called. Didn't I explain for the
All
people
right,
on the
bro.
panel?
All right,
If I
bro.
say
My
so-called,
bad. All
don't get
right.
disrespected. I said that shit, bro.
All right, then tell us where your genealogy is. What happened to your proof, your evidence?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Listen. The brother made a statement
Hold
about
on. I
science.
got another guess.
See,
I
there
got
you go. There
Little
you go.
Smitty up
I
here.
can't say shit. I can't
No,
say shit because
I
you
got
got
another
me. Bro.
guess. I got a whole new guest up here I wants to hear from first. He don't.
Let me know when you want to have a one-on-one conversation with me,
I
bro,
got
and I'll
you.
have that conversation with you,
I
bro.
got
With
you.
nobody
I
on the
got
Don't
panel,
you.
bro.
leave.
All right?
Don't leave.
Invite me
Stay
when
up
you're ready.
there, singing bear.
Invite me when you're ready, brother.
Stay here, singing bear. Don't leave. Don't leave. Stay here, singing bear.
Or else. I mean, I can't even say shit, bro. So it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Come
Yes,
on.
you
Let
can.
me get it in first, and then you singing bear. Smitty first, then you on me. Go
I
ahead.
want to talk to singing bear, man, because you don't understand that we being the only people being called a color, and people want to refer to us as a color, as a nationality, and nobody else on the face of the earth does. You don't see the problem with that?
We're not even talking about black color, bro. I never call nobody the
He just
color.
asked you a question, man. That's
But
it.
it's got nothing.
You
It
see
ain't
the
got nothing to
problem
do
with
with the omics, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with indigeneity, bro.
it. I
So
asked you a question, man. Just
I
answer
mean,
it.
I asked you a
don't our
question.
own
Can you
people call
answer
them?
it?
Listen, don't our own people call themselves black, bro?
Out of ignorance, but think about it.
Man, just answer the brother's question, man.
I mean, I
Yo,
just
the main
answered it.
star is here.
Don't
What
our
are you
own
talking
people call
about?
Don't you
themselves
think that's
black?
funny though that we the only people called a color?
Can you
We
answer
call
that?
ourselves black, bro.
Bro, can you answer him? Don't you see it's a weirdo situation that they're calling only us that though? Majority us.
Yo, don't you
They
think it's
call
They,
weird
y'all
they
that
people.
you
also
guys
they
are
also
trying to
call us
trick
They
African
call
everybody?
Americans,
y'all
bro.
people
Yo, don't you think it's
Latino. They
weird
call
that you
you
guys are trying to
Hispanic.
trick everybody though?
They
Isn't
don't
that
call
weird?
your people
You guys
black,
are trying to
thinking,
confuse
man.
and trick everybody, but
Hey,
the only
what country
people
are you
falling
from
for it
Asia?
are your
What
people.
country are you from Asia? What
I'm from
country are you
America,
from
bro.
Asia?
I'm from
Right.
America, bro. I
No,
already
you're
took a
from
DNA test. I don't
Asia.
got no Asian
What
DNA.
country are you from in
I
Asia,
don't
dude?
have no
Before you
Asian
get to
DNA,
talking.
bro. What the fuck you
So
talking
what's your
about?
Country did
DNA,
your people
Joya?
come from in Siberia?
Bro, my
Answer
people do
that.
not come from Siberia, bro.
Okay, yes. Please break it down. Where y'all come from? History
We're
says
from
y'all
North
came over
America,
the
bro.
ice
I could
bridge.
show, dude.
History say you don't even know your genealogy. History
I do
say
know
you
my
come from
genealogy,
Siberia.
bro.
Yes, it do. You
It does
wrote
not go
on
to
to that.
Siberia, bro. Why are you
You
guys
hold
trying to
on to the
convince everybody?
archaeologist saying your people crossed the land bridge.
No,
What
they did
country
not. It
do
happened
your
in
people
reverse,
come
bro.
from?
You're
Dude,
indoctrinated by white man
calm down.
science. You love the
Calm
white man,
down.
bro.
So are you.
All
You're
right,
Your
indoctrinated
Jordan,
by
people
you
white
sing
people.
with
crossed
You
over the
also a
African.
Native
land bridge.
American.
Calm down.
Yo, well, calm
Yo,
down, bro. You got
I'm
my
not gonna let
picture.
him talk. I know
You
how
got
he get
my
down.
picture, bro.
I know
Remember
how
that.
he get
You live
down.
in my
Okay.
shadow.
I know
Remember
how
Let
that,
me
he get
let me
bro.
ask
down,
let me
dude.
ask
You
you a
I'm not
live in
question,
gonna
my
let
brother. Let
you
me
over
ask you a
here
fucking
question,
shadow.
talking
host.
to me.
Host, let me
I'm
ask you a
gonna
question, host.
control the show.
Could I
The
ask you a
host.
question, host, real
I'm gonna
quick? Let me
Who's
ask
control
you a
the
too
question
show.
real
emotional
quick.
for this conversation?
Now
Let me
you're
ask
not
you a
gonna
question real
talk
quick,
until I
host. Let
say
me
you
ask you
can
a
All right,
talk on
then
question.
my
prove your
channel.
DNA, singing bear.
Let
We're
me ask you a
waiting.
question
We
real
were
quick to the host.
waiting.
I'm not gonna let him out talk me, but go ahead. Go ahead, y'all.
Okay, so my question is to you, brother, the host. Why do you have a picture of Joaya, since he's a plain native, and you have a picture next to him of the Olmecs, when you know the Olmecs are Mesoamerican? You know why you even doing that, bro? You mismatching right there, bro. When I came
That
on
don't, I
earlier,
don't even
Mesoamerican were
understand.
originally
I don't
dark
even
skinned people.
understand. Go ahead, Smitty. Go ahead, Smitty.
Now, I'm just saying Mesoamericans were originally dark skinned people, so what's the difference?
yeah,
Okay,
but
he
you got a
said
Yo,
statue
that's
of
why.
a
not. That's
monkey
of a
right there, bro.
monkey.
That's a
That
said
statue
Have
of
you
a
seen
why.
the
of a
monkey,
people
dog.
monkey,
on the
bro.
Mayan temples?
That's a statue of a fucking monkey,
Have you seen
dog.
the people on the Mayan temples? They look like us. They got locks. What are you
Did
talking
you
about?
hear him, man? You gotta go. Who
So
said
Yo,
that?
yo,
listen.
yo.
I'm gonna say
Let
this.
me
I'm gonna say
say
this right
something.
now.
Since
Time
Locks,
my
out.
face is
locks.
on the screen,
Listen,
I'm the main
locks,
star of
locks.
this shit.
No, who
Listen,
said
Let me
locks.
that?
talk.
That was a statue of a monkey. Who said that?
Listen,
I
listen.
did.
Blacks have only been
I
So
No
did.
called
one
let me's
said
blacks
it.
your
Who
since the
said
monkey.
it?
1970s,
Okay, well, let
bro.
me talk.
Singing Berry, so that means
Who
your
said
monkey.
it?
If
Y'all don't
if
gotta
your
Let
out
me
monkey
talk me,
talk.
bro.
Yo, this
Who said
host
that
is
was a
way too
monkey?
emotional, yo.
Who said that was a
you're
monkey, though?
waiting for
You
your
come
I
in here with
did.
answer,
emotion.
I
Ice
did.
Man. It's a
Hold on,
monkey,
listen
dog.
for a minute.
Who is I? Who is I?
Me,
Me, Singing
I don't
Bear.
know who
the
is
main
me.
star of the show, bro. The one who you got up.
All right, you gotta go. You a waste of time. Get out of here. I'm not finna let you
Star
up
of the
here talk
show,
like
boy.
that.
That's a
That's
big
not no
ego.
monkey. Get out of here.
That is a monkey, bro. That's considered a monkey, dog.
all
And
right, then
archaeology,
you're a
bro.
monkey. If
That's called a
if you
That's
monkey.
feel
not a
those are
monkey,
Get out of
bro.
monkeys.
here. Get
That's
out
how
of
you
here.
know nothing about it. That's not a
Get out
monkey.
of here. That's not a monkey. Monkeys don't have full lips. Get out of here. I knew they were some
Monkeys
racists.
don't have a hairline like that, bro. What are you
Exactly.
talking
Get
about? He
out
got
of
an
here.
afro. What are you talking about?
Monkeys have straight hair.
Yeah, get out of here. They're the monkeys. Like, get out of
Yeah,
here.
they
I'm not
are.
with them. Yeah, I'm not gonna play with them. They playing game. These people are racist with lice in their head. I'm not gonna play with them.
Yeah, and they got cave lice in their hair. Like
Those people are pale people.
They have no scholarship, only lookership. I'm telling you. Only thing they talk about is what you look like or what they say you look like out of their opinion.
Racist. That's exactly what racism is. People looking at stuff. So monkeys can have helmets on their head. They got technology now. When did monkeys get technology to build like this? That don't even make no sense. That's a monkey. So basically, we look like monkeys to them. That's what they're saying. In so many ways, if you have woolly hair, if you have a wide nose, if you're dark skinned, you
and they got braids coming out the back of their heads on the Olmec heads. Are you serious?
Like what?
So monkeys braid their hair now?
Okay. I don't know. This is crazy. He said, "Why did you change the picture?" Because it's from the same sources. It's from the same group of people. It's called El Negro, the Olmec statue.
Singing Bear was trying to talk about his Olmec haplogroup, but he never mentioned it once. Like never.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you back up, Singing Bear. You're a RACIST. I'm not gonna let you up here, famo. Don't play with my channel like that. I don't play with y'all hybrid mestizos like that. And that's why in Chicago we don't play with y'all. We don't play with y'all at all in Chicago. Y'all are definitely some RACIST.
I don't even think they're mestizos. It's just free. They're just Asian.
Give him a chance to speak. Give him about 2 minutes to say what he got to say, and then let us respond.
Folks, can you put me on the big screen
Let him
real
back
quick?
up.
Yeah. Give him about 2 minutes to say what he got to say.
Just say what I gotta say, and then you guys can respond. Okay. All right. Give me like 2 minutes, and then you guys can.
Hold on. I got another sister up here first. Let her talk out of respect.
Well, she's been up here, and you guys already heard what she had to say. I just got up here, and you got my face up here. Remember that, bro.
It's another one up here. I got to introduce her to my channel first, and then I'll let Joe Yaya go. So
you know what? Forget about it, bro. I'm gonna go.
Pretty good. How you?
Fine, and you? If you got anything you want to add right quick, you can.
Yeah, I have a page from a book of archaeologists that said that Olmec head is a human being.
Right, here goes a source right here saying that's a human, not a monkey. Where are they getting this stuff from? That that's an ape. Like what? Like how do they know all this? Like what is going on with these people?
Man, they probably going off of eugenics because in eugenics, based on Darwin's theory.
That's not the one we were talking about. We were talking about with the one where the guy had the widow's peak. That's a statue of
Okay,
him.
well, I'm not going to use him anymore.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about this one then.
Okay, yeah, and
You
that's a
don't
regular
look like
person.
him.
That's not a
It's the
monkey.
same
We never
one.
said that was a
You
monkey.
don't
bro.
look like him, though. It don't matter.
Yeah, bro, I'm not Olmec. I'm Seneca.
You
I'm from
don't
the
look like
Northeast.
him. That makes
I'm
your
from the Northeast, bro.
Okay, you don't
I'm not
look like
from-
him.
All right,
Central
so what's
America.
your DNA then? What's your DNA?
I got North
then?
American indigenous DNA.
No, you don't.
That's-
Your people
Yeah, I
cross
do.
over
That's my
Atlantic.
highest. That
Time
is my
out.
highest, bro.
Flag on
Hey,
the plate.
okay,
Flag
if
on
that's the case, okay. If
Flag
that's
on
the
the
case, then why do you call yourself Native Americans and not
I'm an
Indigenous
American
Americans?
Indian.
But
American
you call
Indian
yourself
is my
Native
legal
Americans,
title,
though.
bro.
As a
We could
people,
be
you call
called Native
yourself Native
Americans.
Americans.
It's just that they took the title Native American. That's what they did.
We
Bro.
got no. Our legal title is American Indian. Native American came around in the 70s because people didn't like the word Indian. But
No,
it's
that
still,
was given
but
by
our
you.
legal title is still American. Like
That
I
is
go to
not how
vote,
y'all
I
class-
check a box that says
Time out,
American
Joe,
Indian.
Time
Yo,
out, bro.
hold on, bro. I didn't even get to
Okay,
say
go
what I
ahead,
really
go
wanted
ahead.
to say. I'm
Go
done.
ahead.
All right, let me just say what I gotta say. I just think it's funny how you're deriding me using my face for clout, and it's weird that you guys are trying to convince and trick the whole world that you guys are Indian and indigenous
I'm
to
not
America.
Indian.
And the
I'm not
only
Indian.
people,
I'm
and the
not
only
Indian.
people that are you're tricking and fooling are your
I'm
own
not
people.
no Indian, not me. I don't
Hey,
claim.
but,
Yeah,
How
we know
is
but you
that
know what
true?
else is
No,
funny,
you're
Joya?
not, bro.
Though?
You're a mulatto.
Hey,
I'm
Joya.
not
Mulatto, bro.
I'm not a
All of you guys are
mulatto.
mulatto.
You a
You
true
guys are more
No,
mulatto.
we
white than you
not.
are Indian.
Bro, mulatto means mixed, bro.
Yeah, that's what you guys all are. You guys are all white and black.
No, we not. What?
Yeah, you
White.
are. You are white and black. You guys
You
are
don't.
more
Don't you
white
know the
or
Native
black than native.
Joya?
Those
Do
are
you know
really.
the Native Americans did have sex with the black, so-called Black Americans? You know
Yes,
that, right?
we got black
All
people
right.
in the tribe. Why aren't you guys in the tribe?
Because we're not enrolled in the fake $5 tribes. That's why we're
That's
not.
only five.
Who
That's
are
the
the
five
$5
civilized tribes. The
Indians?
ones
Time
you
out,
said your
man. You're not
grandmas
talking
were.
about nothing. Hold on.
Your
Let me
grandmas
address
were the
this.
ones that told you guys we were
Let
$5
me
Indians.
address this right quick.
No.
Choctaw, Cherokee, Seminole,
Time out,
Creek,
Bro,
man. Hold
bro,
Chickasaw.
on.
Those were y'all
bro,
I'm dead
tribes.
bro,
serious,
you
bro.
have
$5
the skin
tribes.
tone of a mixed
Hold
person.
on,
Y'all
man.
all look like mixed people. What are you talking
Let me
about?
No,
say
when you
this.
mix a white and a black person, you get the skin tone of a
Of
of
you.
a
Of
American
you.
No,
Indian.
fam, you
Of
Just
gotta go.
you.
Google Mongolian
You
and
gotta
you
go.
see him that looks just the same.
You gotta go. I got a new guest up here. I want them to say something before I address what he just said about being a Native American Indian. Not a she, whatever that means. What's good, right quick?
What's good? What's good?
Yeah, you want to add something right quick or ask any questions?
What do you believe you are?
Okay, we are the direct descendants of the mound builders. The Ameri Indian Siberian people are not mound builders. Science already has determined this. They are not mound builders. My people are the direct descendants. We are Alabama. Look up the Alabama people and the Utah people. Those are my people. We are a Mississippian race, the mound builders. So anyway, let me address something right quick with Joe Yaya. I had to kick him off. This is how I know they're not Americans, y'all, that they are indoctrinated. They are everything the Europeans tell them they are. If they were any of those things, they would have it already had it situated before the Europeans got here. They didn't become any of that until the Europeans told them they were American Indians or
Facts.
Native Americans. You would
They
have been that
brought
before the
$5
Europeans
tribe.
got here. You would have been that before they pulled up. How
You
come you
understand?
became that after? Because you were
It's
never
because you have to
that.
conform. You have to conform. We had no chance. We got raped and pillaged. We were killed. If we didn't conform, we had to become what they wanted. You understand that, right? Just like how
Okay, so
you
you
had to
got an
become
excuse?
slaves.
You got an excuse for what happened to you, but we don't have one? Is what you're
No,
saying?
but hold on, no. But wait a minute. He's
Wait, so
absolutely right. We
what's your
had to become
excuse
what they
of
wanted.
70
Thus,
years
us
of
becoming
slavery?
African American and
What's the
black.
excuse in that? How do you explain how your people were enslaved by the white man for over
My
70
people was
years?
not enslaved. My people was not enslaved by
If
the
you're
white
Not
man.
enslaved, you have
You
enslaved.
don't
African
know
We
me.
descent.
were
You
prisoners of
don't.
We're
war. That's
not.
what
There
You
we
was
did.
don't
no.
know me.
So what about the people that look like you that were enslaved? Do you feel
There
bad
was
for
no
People
them?
look
slave
like me.
trade.
Who?
They
Who
came
you
over
talking
as indentured servitude. What are you talking about?
to?
There was
But
no
all
slave
these are
trade. There was
indentured
no
servants. Indentured
transatlantic slave
servants are not
trade.
slaves.
What records do you have on
There's a
me?
difference between
Show me.
indentured servants and slaves.
Show me the records, because y'all always want sources.
What are you
Show
talking
me
about?
records that
When
my
we were
people
the
was
slave
Before
enslaved.
masters,
before I show you the facts, I need you
have
to show
chattel
me the
slavery and
archaeological
slave
evidence
masters.
that
We
you've
had
been
indentured
these people
Indentured
were the
servitude.
servants
mound
means they
builders.
agreed to work.
What
Right.
archaeological evidence
Not
do you have
not.
that makes you confirm that you're the mound builders?
First of all, we got Washita, then we got Utah. I just
Bro,
told you. I'm sure you heard of the
this one
Alabama.
right here takes the cake.
Put
The
them on the
flesh
screen
pit
though.
in Texas has our DNA, bro.
What in Texas has your DNA?
I said the flesh pit in Texas match the so-called African Americans' DNA. That's been proven.
He's giving you a source right now, basically.
Place it on your screen.
The flesh pit in Texas.
I know. Place it on your screen and make it big screen. I got to see the source.
No,
I
you
don't have
ain't got
that
to see
phone
it
right
right
now.
now.
I'm just
You should
telling you.
know
You
this,
don't got to see it
Naishi. You
right
should
now.
know
How do you
this.
not know about the flesh pit in Texas? It's been there forever. How do you not know about it?
Especially if he's indigenous, he should know
What do
this.
you
I'm
mean by
telling
flesh
you.
pit and where is it located?
What you mean? Where is it located? I just said it's in Texas,
Texas is huge. You know that, right? Texas is one of the biggest states in the United
bro.
States. Where in
You can
Texas? South
Google
Texas,
this. All
East
you got to
Texas,
do is
North
look up
Texas?
flesh pit Texas. Go Google it real quick.
Okay, let me look this up right quick. Hold on. Okay, Daniel
Are
Boone.
you talking about the artwork by Trevor Roberts?
No, I'm talking about an actual flesh pit, a pit of
He's
flesh.
never heard of it, Lou Smitty. I got Alan B up here, a new guest. I want him to introduce himself. If you got a question or if you want to chime in
Hey,
on anything you
Kenny.
heard, please do. Alan B. Kenny, what's good?
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me on your panel. I just wanted to say that I promote out of America theory,
Okay.
and I promote that that the Nordic descendants of America returned to the Americas to build the mounds. That the Nordic would have been indigenous populations phenotypically who would not have been considered white during that period of time. And so that's what I promote and talk about. I talk a lot about culture erasure and the reclassification of American Indian to Black, specifically in the South. And so when I hear a lot of people, saying a lot of stuff that's not really historically accurate, it kind of just be like, where you guys get this information from? Because when you just look at, we know reclassification happened, we know culture erasure exists, and we know that the Nordic influence was in the Americas because of the mounds. And we know that the Nordic people came from America. So
Hey, that's a good point. Let me piggyback off that. So check this out. There's a study by an archaeological group that focuses on the Aztecs' homeland being Wisconsin. We all know the Aztecs use the term Aztlan. There's a state park in Wisconsin with mounds that's a part of the Mississippian culture called Aztlan. And it's a site and a settlement that flourished in the 10th to the 13th century, and they built massive mounds in Wisconsin. So, like this brother said, it was the North or the Nordic. The original Aztecs are from North America.
The original Aztecs from Tenochtitlan, which is current day Mexico. You don't understand that, right? Current day Mexico.
Okay,
No, some went to North America too.
You don't have to cut me off to get your point across. Wait,
I do have to cut you off because the homie that was talking about the flesh pit, I looked it up. That's fiction. You understand that, right? That's
you
a
can
project.
address it when I'm done. When I'm done, man, I'm trying to make a point right here. We're gathering information. Now, somebody said Aztlan is Aztec. Okay, that's all y'all know. Aztlan State Park is a Wisconsin state park in the town of Jefferson County in the town of Aztlan. And what I'm saying is, these people are said to be the first Aztecs. They traveled down to Mexico. So y'all people in Mesoamerican like Singing Bear, you are a tether. The original Aztecs are from the mound builders of Mississippian, is what I'm saying, and we got proof. So y'all are biting the culture that's not originally yours, let alone the Mayans
that you haven't cited.
Oh my God, y'all are so
Queen?
Y'all don't want nobody to talk so bad. But anyway,
how about Queen Califia? The Califia Queens of California, named after California, was a black.
You have no ties to the land. You have no DNA. I took a DNA and it says 40% indigenous, and it shows you the 12 tribes that I'm from.
Okay,
you understand that, right?
You're
you can't claim to be the original Aztec, the original mound, when you have no archaeological evidence. The archaeological evidence you prove is, we had a black girl that was found in Brazil. That's one. That's an anomaly.
So what is that? So what is that?
You understand that, right? You understand you can't make an exception truth because we had slaves and integrated with slaves and had slave babies.
Califia was not fiction. Carolina
Reaper. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so this guy's talking about the flesh pit. The flesh pit is a story written by Trevor Roberts. It's fiction.
I heard you, man. I'm gonna let Smitty respond. We heard you say it was fake. You said the flesh pit is fake. If Smitty wanted,
brother, I'm not saying that. Please,
that is the narrative they pushing about it. But that's like the cover up story.
Is the flesh pit fiction or nonfiction, brother? You're the host. Google it. You'll see the proof.
All right, let me talk.
The narrative of it, I speak on it. The narrative of it, they do say is fake on Google. But people have visited it. And just recently, about a year and a half ago, a certain artist just started claiming it to be his, but it's been there for a very, very long time, like years on years on years. So, but he's just now coming out to claim it, but it's been there longer than he's been alive.
It's because what you're saying is that the pit has been there, but what you're speaking of, the flesh pit, he's claiming it because he started the science fiction on that. He's writing about the pit. There was something that happened in the 1970s there.
Okay, you said he started the science fiction on it. That's exactly what it says. He started the science fiction on it. That means he started writing science fiction about it. But the flesh pit has always been there.
I just wanted to respond to Noda real quick about the Aztecs, the Olmecs, and the Mayans. The Aztec and Olmecs and the Mayans are all allegory because the ruins that the Aztecs, the Olmecs, and the Mayans are built on are the actual sites of other civilizations, and those ruins are renovations. They're pretty recent renovations. So we know that those are not the actual ruins.
I agree that that's not the actual name of the civilizations. The Aztecs are actually called Hostec. Haustec. Mayans are not even called Mayans. So I just want to say I do agree, but I am using the anthropological terms because that's what people know right now. So I'm just saying I do agree with you, Alan.
Originally, Cherokee and Choctaw and all this was really not tribes, more like nations. We started off more like nations because we were unified, but we still had separate nations.
Let me
It's a nationality.
let me
Everybody use
respond to that right
nationality.
quick. Let's understand this first of all. This is where we draw the line with these DNA pushers. Because like the brother Smitty asked him about the chromosomes, they never say what chromosomes they're matching to determine their indigeneity. This is how we know y'all people are not from here. America has 50 states, North America. And in those states, including Oregon, California, Mexico, they have something called old world architecture with buildings that are sometimes thousands of years old. Their excuse for these unoccupied buildings is, oh, the original people just left before the natives got here, or they just abandoned the buildings before the Europeans got here, when that is false. So these natives or these people like Nadashi and Singing Bear, these types of people pushing the narrative did not build these buildings, y'all. They don't have the masonry. They don't have the connectivity to Egypt, Kemet, Moors, the global government that was ruling the world. They don't have access to these people because they are teepee dwellers. They use bear grease.
On that?
You can't conflate the two. That's where you sound ignorant. You call us TP dwellers, but you look at the people who look like you, and they're still in Africa dwelling in teepees. So how can you call us TP dwellers when your own people are still in teepees?
If you look up Mongolian teepees and look up the teepees here, they look just the same. Yep. We were in teepees. We were in brick houses or some mud type brick, not teepees. Teepees is Mongolian. You could look it up. They look the same.
Migrants
I'm so sorry. Teepees are not strictly Mongolian. You sound crazy.
And on top of that, Eurasians use those types of dwellings right now today. You know, those shout out to Washington. What's up, Washington?
Hey, bro, can I build off of what you mentioned about the structures? Because a
let
lot of people
Washington
don't talk
introduce
about
himself, and I'm gonna let you go. What's good,
Yes,
Washington?
sir.
Let me see what he on.
I just wanted to ask him one question, and that is, how long have they been keeping up with their genealogy?
That's a good question because we have last names and we invented family reunions. I'm living in the area where family reunions was invented. So when did they start keeping up with who their family is? Generations ago. And I ain't talking about no DNA. I'm talking about genealogy. That is a
How
great
could you
question.
not trust DNA? Why do you trust
Your
genealogy
goddamn
instead of
name.
DNA?
Did you hear the question he asked? Dude, when did y'all start keeping up with y'all genealogy? And that means your ancestors before you, the records, the knowledge of them. I'm not talking about oral history. Oh, I heard it through the grapevine. Your evidence of the people existing, like we have something called the census, right? The first census was in what, 1787, right?
Right.
So we, all of us, majority of us go back. I'm one of the lucky ones who can go back to the 1600s. Before the Siberian and the Europeans.
What does your census say?
Me too.
If you don't mind
That's
sharing.
why I asked.
Yeah, they don't have no records, Washington. They have none, brother.
Exactly.
I'm asking for your records. When you say you can trace yourself back to the 1600s, where does it say you came from in the 1600s? What does your census start with?
And what's your history, not a sheep? Why do you care about our DNA but not your DNA? Why you can't test your DNA?
I haven't claimed that I have census that leads back to the 1600s. He just said he has proof.
I didn't say I have census.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said you had proof.
We said records. That's what we said.
Is that not what you said?
Yeah, we said records. We said records.
Okay, but
you still didn't answer my question. When did y'all start keeping up with y'all's genealogy? Because every time I hear a native say something, it's always my granny said.
Right.
I can literally say the same thing for your people, brother.
No, but
Every
we
time I
have
hear
No,
records.
you
We
can't
can
African
say
say
the
the
American,
same
same
thing for my
thing.
people
I have
because I
my
have
granny
actual
had straight hair.
documents.
Every time I come across one of your lives, the picture of somebody's grandma with straight hair, talking about this
No,
is my
no, no,
grandma. This is
not
why
that's
I'm
not
native.
this live though. That's
That's
not this live.
exactly.
It's
That ain't
exactly
this
this
live.
life because you haven't shown anything.
No, it's
I
not.
don't have
Cause
the
I'm.
burden of truth.
Hey, I'm
You
gonna
have
put
the
you
burden
off
of
the
truth.
Indie. I'm gonna
You
put
have
you
to
off the
prove to
panel
me
because you
that you're
too
Yeah,
native
emotional.
because
kiss
I know
ass
my
off the
DNA is
panel
from
You
because
too
indigenous
we
land.
emotional,
asked him a
man.
simple ass question. When did y'all stop keeping genealogy?
When? Answer the question.
I
That's
Simple.
the
don't think he
thing. I
knows what
don't
it
have
is.
to answer the
I
He
don't
question
think they
don't
because
know
you
what
know.
didn't show
genealogy
me
is
proof.
either. I don't
I
think
don't
they
have the
do.
burden of the truth. I haven't claimed anything. You claim you're
All right,
native,
you
so
gotta
you
go,
have to
man.
prove.
You
Why do I
gotta
have to
go.
prove anything? I haven't claimed it.
So
You
you
gotta
don't
go.
consider genealogy as proof? Is that what you're saying?
His ass gotta
Damn.
go. I'm sorry, he gotta go because it's just like all they do is yap when you talking. You can't even hear yourself. How I gotta prove the burden? Like I don't gotta prove nothing to you. You are nobody. But the burden of proof ain't on me. Y'all don't have no culture. They claim to be the Americans, but nobody is looking for them. The whole world is looking for us. When people come to America, they're looking for us. They're
You
not
Just
Facts.
know
like
looking.
what?
Massa
What
Musa.
I find
Just like
weird
Massa
is,
Musa.
They're
you know
not
what I
looking for
found
them.
weird? It's like for wars, they picked us. They picked us to go to World War II. They picked only black people, not Native Americans. I wonder why. Because we represent America, not them.
Hey, why you think they put us on the front line?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
knew
That's
we
why I
was gonna
said.
get that shit done.
I find that weird.
Hey, have you
Like,
heard about the Chicago World Fair and the structures that was there and how
I
it looked
haven't
like
even went in with that
1890,
yet, bro.
statues?
absolutely.
I haven't. Listen, hey, brother, I'm the original teacher on that, brother. I've been on YouTube for over a decade.
Hey, that's
I'm
dope.
not gonna lie to you. I'm the originator because one of the temples is called Moorish Palace. I'm
Yeah.
actually a Moorish American, to be precise. And
But
we
you see
noticed
that was our structure and that's what we built, bro.
exactly. They didn't build on that level. That's why we know
Bro,
they're
they had
not
to get
from
Nikola
here.
Tesla to light it up, bro. They couldn't nobody else did nobody else have have the technological intuition to light the building up because of how high tech it was and there were no wires.
He think he's
Man,
saying something
they
about
look. They went from TPs to tin can shacks. Make that
mhm.
shit make sense.
You got to learn world history because you
Hey,
guys didn't have any
somebody in the
archaeology
comments said
back then. You
Wabos
know,
don't
no
pay.
world
Bro,
history.
Spain was
all
way
over
ahead
the
of
earth
you.
We
we
do
built.
know
Spain
Reservations
world
conquered
on
the
a
world.
history.
You
teepee.
understand that, right?
We
If
know
we're going to
world
talk about the
history.
most
You know
advanced and claim
European
like
history.
you claimed you're the highest
You
civilization,
know
Spain
European
conquered the world.
history. You
The
don't know
Spanish
world
owned the world.
history.
You understand that, right?
Check this out. Not a sheep. The world talks about us in antiquity. They don't talk about y'all in antiquity.
Check this
You
Right.
out. Check
don't.
this out. The
You
world
don't have
follows
no world
Christianity, and
history.
guess who
You don't
conquered the
have no
world with
world
Christianity?
history,
The
man.
Spanish. The Spanish
Nobody
owned the world.
knows you. You don't have a world history. We are known throughout the ages.
You're known as an African American. That's
Hey,
your
No, I'm
history,
not.
hey,
brother.
That's
hey, look,
racism.
look.
All
That's
right, then
no, I'm not.
I
you're
got
Asian,
one
not a
more
sheep.
question for him. I got one more question for him.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
look, what's your granny's granny name and her granny's name?
Go ahead, not a sheep.
You want the last name? Like my heritage is Quesada, if that's what you're asking for.
Nah, I'm
What
just
is
asking you
it?
what's their names. See, because I know mine.
What do we got to prove here
My
now?
granny's
I know
name.
mine.
As we
Listen,
give
You
way,
even
gotta
what
know
do
birth,
we
my
got
I
to
can give
granny
you
prove?
got
birth
a
What do I
dates,
got to
Mexican
death
prove
name.
right
dates, and
now? Because
locations for
you
mine.
saying that the people got to prove this. You don't got to prove nothing. So what do I got to prove?
You gotta prove it. If
What do
you
I got
say
to
you're
prove?
American, you gotta prove it.
Tukashira wakantanka akeampetu mayakuki.
That's not
That
an
don't
American
prove
That's
history.
shit,
not
my
I
it.
got my
dude.
That's not
leg
an
A
kicked. I got
river
American
my
dirt
culture.
history.
I
cheese.
got my teachings. I
Wait,
got
That's
Coach,
my
not
Coach,
food.
All
American
Coach,
these
history.
Coach.
indigenous
All
Do you
languages
y'all
are
do
high
you
school
speak
bogus.
any
rich
Native
dummies.
American
Man,
We
language?
are
Or
you
even
guys are
some
speaking
basic
American.
bogus,
American
yo.
language? You're speaking
You
English, my
just kept
boy.
saying,
I
"Oh, I
know
could
the
English
prove
is
I
an
English.
got that,"
American
but
language,
where's it
homie.
at?
No, it's
Where's
not,
it
man.
at? Where's the records at? I mean, you're sitting here
Wait,
saying
I
that.
got
You're
one
trying to
question. One
entice
simple
us to
question
do
for
this.
No, it's
anybody
not.
on this
Like, what's
panel.
up?
Anybody on this panel, can you speak a second language besides English, please? One of you.
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Smitty, Thinker.
Yes.
Let me hear your native
Besides a
language.
European
Nah,
language.
Come on, boys,
Why do you
chill.
Besides a
want to
check this out.
know?
European
Check this out.
language.
I
Najima
Check,
understand
Mastek.
check
Spanish
this
Spanish.
don't
out.
count.
No, I can't speak a second language,
Najima
right?
Mastek.
Oh,
Yo,
Tutimo
yo no
All
hablas
I
español,
Orisidas.
lo
there
siento.
ain't
speak is
Are
one.
you
But
out of
what
There
here?
ain't
does
one
that
for you
mean?
here.
Tú
There
hablas
ain't
español.
one
that
for you
make
here.
me
You got to go
Asian.
across the ocean. I'm sorry. Because if you don't got it, then what? Then what else is there? Language is culture.
Bro, English is the original
That's not
language
the
of our
original.
people.
English is
And
not the
everybody
original
traded with
language.
us, so that's why they had to learn
A
it.
bunch of different other languages. How do you not know that?
That's
It
not
is
original
okay. That's because
American language.
bro, you don't understand the history of it and how you find the Paleo Hebrew tablets over here. A lot of
We
this stuff is
speaking
pulled
my
from
language
Paleo
right
Hebrew.
now,
That's our
genuine.
language,
So
bro.
Hebrew is your language? Hebrew is your
No.
original language.
No.
I didn't say Hebrew. I said
this
Paleo.
country
I'm
originally,
sorry.
and you're saying
I'm
that
sorry,
there's Hebrew
Phoenician.
tablets here. So is that your connection to this land?
No,
Those
that's
Hebrew
not it.
tablets?
That's not it. That's just not
I'm
it.
not trying
What's
to.
your
I
connection
just
to
brought
this
that up for an
land?
example.
No, it's okay, Luke Smith.
We have
I
people
got
that
it.
So
connect
many
I
to
lives
us.
like this where they just trash
told
talk
it.
natives and they say we ain't nothing and we're second people or
I didn't
whatever,
say
man.
y'all were
Like,
nothing. I didn't say
I
y'all
never
were
said
nothing. I
that.
said y'all are
well,
RACIST.
what else are we supposed to think when we're sitting here arguing about this stupid stuff?
Because we have people attacking us.
For
Well, I'm not
for
attacking you,
just
man.
telling our
When
story.
I jump on these lives and then there's people talking about my people, like, why?
We're not talking about your people.
We
You're
talking
saying that
about
we're
our
African.
people.
That's what we're saying.
I'm
Hey,
See,
saying you
that's
guys can
basically
claim
who
your
we
yo,
people
are,
every you want.
identity
That's
wise.
cool
That's
with
it.
me. All right. But I know where my people come from. I know where my teeth
Where your people come from?
everything,
Where
man.
your people
I'm
come
Red
from?
Lake. Red Lake, Minnesota. I'm
yo, you
Ojibwe, man.
pretendians. You pretendians. You're fucking annoying.
You're
Which one of
crazy.
your
Fucking
people?
annoying the pretendians.
Which one of your people
Fucking
was
I
the
bitch
was
first
ass
one
literally
there?
just
niggas. You
doing
bitch
stuff
ass
today
punks.
that's native as
Fuck
hell
you.
all day. That's all I do,
I
man.
get real emotional.
Pretendians.
It's
Back to
just funny,
Africa.
man. It's hilarious because I
Who's
don't
a
know.
real
I wish
pretending?
y'all a good night. I wish y'all a good night. Good luck.
All right, I appreciate you coming up here, man. Appreciate you. On the real.
I appreciate you for bringing me up, bro. I just wanted to.
Yeah, man. That was a great question, Washington. The genealogy. Because like we are records keepers and we are the inventors of something called cursive script. If y'all look up the cursive writing, that is our script, and it stems from something called Ajamaya or Ashamaya, and this is where we get the Maya people from, right? And it's a place called Miami. Miami. The language is called Ajamayi, right? And it's also related to what we call Louisiana Creole, and it is called Andalusia script. So the original people to originate script or writing are us. Nobody else.
Straight up. And I got a
Nobody
question.
else mastered writing like
How
my
long has the
people.
English language
And they
been
want
popular
to
over the
minimize us
world?
as if we are just some dumb Africans that don't have, access to this technology. So, like I say, they have no writing script, my people. Nothing. Do the mound builders have a writing script? Yes, they do. And it ain't what
I
that
got a
dude
few
was just
questions though.
speaking. It ain't what he was just speaking, y'all. So that's another death blow. Now they say 600 tribes are federally recognized, but none of those tribes, their language is not connecting to the mound builders. The only traditional indigenous people besides us and the Mississippians are somebody called the Hohokam and the Mogolan or the Morolan, right? The Morolan people are some people that live in California area, Arizona. And there's another people called the Hohokam. Their language are the only people connected to the mound builders. And guess who it's connected to? The people that we call Berbers. That's correct.
Moors.
Moors, exactly. And that's why they're trying to whitewash the Berbers, because they know the mound builders have the same language. That's why they're in North Africa trying to say, oh, the Berbers ain't blacks. The Berbers ain't sub-Saharan Africans. That's why they're trying to rewrite that history, because the mound builders have the same technology and they have the same language. They have something called the Eye of Africa or the Eye of Sahara. It's a gigantic mound, y'all. And they say it's the base of Atlantis. Go and look up the Eye of Africa or the Eye of Sahara, right? It's built just like Tenochtitlan. It's built just like Baker's Ferry, the island that's surrounded by water. So anyway, like I said, that language dude was just speaking, that ain't no mound builder language. Are we speaking a mound builder language? Yes, because English borrows from this language, American English. We are speaking indigenous words. Spanish has over 600 Moorish Arabic words itself. So when you're speaking Criollo, Mobile Creole, Louisiana Creole, Haitian Creole, you are speaking the mound builder language. Facts.
Even though I disagree with the word more. I think all those terms came after, after all the foreign people came here, invaders came here. All these terms, foreign languages like Moors.
No. Hold on. Let me straighten out something. I'm gonna let you go next, Sugar God. Now, let me tell you something, Miss Thinker. More is another word for God because in the old world, God was mother. There was no other God. More actually means mother. It's synonymous like the word Mary or Mare or Marina, right? Marina, Moreno, what they call us in Latin America, Moreno. This is not a European word. It means mother. So when you say matriarch or meta or mada, madre, mare, mother. So Moorish are of mother, the first mother. America has more in it.
There's two type of Moors. There's
there's
more
no two types.
MUUR and there's more black Moors
I know
that
what
came
you're
from
saying,
Europe.
sweetheart. I know what they're teaching out here on a TikTok street, but that's all false. Mur or MUUR means wall. You can look it up. Murs mean wall. The Moors, though, the Moorish, they are the American people that left over to Africa and Europe, right? So it's no difference. They're trying to divide them because they have a hatred towards Islam. But the Moors are the original Americans. Murs and Moors are interchangeable because vowels, listen to me, vowels are interchangeable because who invented the vowel system? A-E-I-O-U. All of those letters are interchangeable. Without the vowels, it would just be M-R. So it's only one M-R. There's no two M-Rs. They're just making that up to divide us. There's no Spanish Moors, African Moors. That's all nonsense. We had military bases over there. And when they came home, yeah, we had a few wars with them, but those people are Americans too. There's no difference. I'm telling you, it's nothing but division. But the Moorish that conquered Spain were Americans. The Moorish that conquered Mesoamerican were Great Lakes people, Cahokia people, right? Cahokia and Carolina people. So Moroccans, Ki means land. Ki means land. So when you say Ameriki, land of mother. The translation for Marrakesh and Morocco is land of God. There's another place in South America, Peru, called Aremu Muru. Aremu Muru is the gate of God. Aremu Muru is the gate of God. Morocco is the land of God. America is the land of gods with a plural S. We are the descendants of those gods. They are the hybrids, man and mankind. We are the gods. In Santeria religion, it is called Omaricas, Maricas, Marishas, and Alogorica and Aboricha. Those are the three groups in Santeria: Omaricha, Alogoricha, and Aboricha. So Omarica, we've always been the Americas or the Maraquis. There's another group of people called Morica and the Wampanoag and the Metamora people. There's also a people called Merica, Mericans, and they live in Trinidad, Tobago. They were exiled in 1812. You can literally Google this. They kicked them out of North America because they had a monopoly on growing rice. And they put them down in Tobago. Look up the Merica people, Marica. So like I say, we are the same people who was in Africa, in Spain, and over here we control the entire Atlantic, and that is why they call us the Atlanteans. It's just that simple. Don't let them do that MU stuff and MOO, dividing the people, because they in their feelings. You feel me? And maybe we did have a fight with Moors over there because we fight right now. In the hood, we fight. So maybe we did. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that, man. We got to get out of pointing fingers and stuff because this type of war we're fighting, With these Siberians and these Eurasian and these albinoidal Slavics, they ain't playing with us. They want us off this land. So we can't afford to have like miniature fights right now. Oh yeah, I've been going live for 90 minutes. Salute to y'all who've been thumbing up. My goal is 10,000. If I can get 10,000 taps, that'll be a great task, y'all. You know, I got Tony Hawk up here. I got J Money. If y'all want to add something to the show, ask any questions. Y'all want any input, let me know.
You bet on the player to score the first touchdown, and instead he scores the second, you get your money back.
Salute, Tony Hawk and J Money, man. I think J Money was up here already.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, I was here.
Salute.
I just yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed right now because you speaking my language with what you talking about. A lot of people don't know we're like really a lot of the same people. But they right now for some reason you're right about the divide. Like is for some reason there's a whole bunch of different talk with the people from the UK, people from Africa, like dividing us up right now.
Right.
Because they definitely
Not
want
the
us
same.
off this land right now. And this is the time definitely for us to stick together. But what you're saying about how they taking the people and putting them in the different islands,
Right.
is definitely like coming from here and being the Berbers. They even have it in the 1740 Act, even describing us in that. But a lot of people don't look at that. They overlook it when they when you see the 1740 Act in South Carolina.
Right.
They mention the Berbers. They mention the Berbers in that.
And
Also.
the Moors and the Turks. You're right. I got a lot of information on the families over there. The Ben
Yes.
Haley. It's a lot of people in that area still have remnants of their Moorish background. But like I say, when you deal with Spain and the coast over there, we have military outputs. We had something called the Colonization Society of Maryland, and we went into Africa to form something called Liberia. That was our people. Y'all can look up the Colonization Society of Maryland. So we're over there with our military. Our people are there. Our people got to watch
Absolutely.
over there. That's our land too. A lot of
Yes,
people
it
don't
is.
want to admit it. That's our
And
land.
they're the first ones that got set up in Africa. Out of all of Africa, they're the first ones set up. They're the only ones that have dual citizenship. So if you notice, they have dual citizenship. We don't have dual citizenship here. But what people don't seem to realize when they say, they always keep saying we're from West Africa, right? The reason why they're saying that is because of what you just said. Because we set up shop over there. We got the first 10 presidents, they came from here, from Virginia, born and raised here, and they were presidents over there. They got their own money. They got statues over there. Those are our people from over here. That's why I don't really subscribe to the DNA, but I think they're only saying it because they know that our people came from over here and set up shop over there.
Right.
And then everybody else over in West Africa followed suit. So we really gave them their independence, gave them their citizenship so they can have dual citizenship because nobody else has it over there.
Right.
And that's only because we're over there. But we don't have it here because they can't deport us from here. That should be another telling thing there.
Yeah, but the DNA argument is null. It's null because their DNA actually match Chinese, Asians. We got plenty of evidence and videos circulating. Them saying our DNA matches West African don't prove nothing because you have 46 chromosomes. 23 you get from your mother, 23 you get from your father. And out of those 46, 2 of them are autosomal. You get from your ancestors. So when they say, oh, do your DNA test, they never tell you what they're actually matching out of those chromosomes. So I did my research on what they're matching, my brothers and sisters. They're matching hair, the chromosome that grows hair, the chromosome that gives you your pigments. I believe that's chromosome 13, if I'm not mistaken. These so-called DNA professionals, they never say, oh, this chromosome is what we're matching, because they know they're only matching skin color. Dude, we're matching skin color with Indians in India and Australia. We're matching woolly hair with people in Asia. That's why they're saying everybody comes from Africa, because when we put two and two together, that they're only matching skin color with the DNA, we're going to realize it's a scam. They can't.
There you go.
They cannot find my ancestors off no DNA. You have to use genealogy to find your ancestors.
Exactly. But for some reason, they don't believe that. For some reason.
They're nobody. We're giving them a platform by talking to them. We don't got nothing to prove to them, because they are not the mothers and fathers of civilization. The mothers and fathers of civilization are the copper-colored American people who went all around the world. You know, with our agriculture, with our abilities to communicate, we are vocally strong. We are confident. We have taught the whole world to be confident and stand up for themselves.
And we are fighters. Nobody else is fighting like we're fighting. And that's not to put nobody down, because I don't want it to seem like I'm saying that we stand beside everybody. When they had the Ethiopian War, when they had apartheid, but nobody really stands with us. And the other thing that I always mention is that if everybody was, because they talk about, because we don't know where we come from or whatever, why are we so highly advanced over here? It's not like it was before they tore everything down. But we're what we built up over here, nobody has built nowhere else.
Exactly.
And the last time I checked, more people were coming here. And that's not to put nobody down, but we get a little bit tired of people saying that we think that we're mightier than everybody else. No, we don't. We know that everybody is coming to this land that we built because it's way more advanced.
We don't think that we're mighty. They're trying to downplay us as some Rudy Poo slaves. We like some Rudy Poo slaves, so now we're countering them. I got two new guests. I got Philip Bowman and Alkaline something. Philip Simpson to go first, and then Alkaline. What's good?
Fuck, man. One thing I gotta say is,
hey, Philip, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Alkaline Bunny? What's good with you? That's my boy out there.
Hell no, you here with me?
This folks right here. This my dude. You know what?
Go ahead, bro.
So this how we rocking, man. PNF, man. You already know how we meet somewhere. You already know how we do. You know what I'm saying? One thing I know about America is, if you coming out your nation, you coming out your state, and you say something about Black Americans, and we should not be kicked. We should not be kicked. That's all I gotta say. I know a lot of y'all nations is checking out the Olympics. We got Michael Jackson. Simple. That's all I gotta say, man. Case closed. If you come out your nation and say something online in America, this is not for your nation. This is really for Americans. This is really not for nobody else. So if you're in here right now and you don't like our buildings, go to Detroit. If you ain't following PNF, there's something wrong with you. If you're a different nationality, a Black American, you are here, there's something wrong with you. So you must see these buildings that they say the Moors built. So y'all out here. So it's time to say, how you guys doing? Y'all seen what Hitler said about us? What's up?
Right.
What's up? That's all we trying to say.
Hey, I got a point I want to share though, right? This is a real fact right here, right? And like, I've been looking at the ships in the ocean, like that's been running today and stuff. Like you see the Navy ship, the cargo ship, the dudes out there fishing. They having a hard time trying to survive in them oceans to this day, and they got updated ships. Like if you see the videos on YouTube, they end up drowning in the ocean. Like they got these things on the side that kind of push the water out. So when the water go over the ship, it pushes back out on the side. So it's like that's already evidence. And then they try to flip our language, because the language we speaking now is our original language, but they hitting us with it came from England, because England's still in our name, our language, and then saying, oh, it's English. That's why they can't even speak it better than we can. And this is the most used language. The Latin and the
that's
English,
a good example. Yeah.
They literally copying us for no reason. They literally coming over
here
copying
everything.
us. How can we get kicked out of the country and y'all babies is copying us the whole time? That doesn't even make no sense.
Don't make no
Why should we be
sense.
kicked?
Bro, why
Y'all
they
birthing
don't
people. They're
listen,
birthing
bro? Why
babies just to
they don't
copy
talk
us.
like in English? They talk with an accent, like "Hello, you are all what they be saying, bloody meat." Why they don't talk like them? If they created English, why everybody
But
sound like us?
they just named it. They named it that to steal our name, but it's to steal our language. But it's really, it really came from us.
Yeah. Can I want to chime
Came
in with
from us,
Oh,
but
I
they
got a
just
new guest
named
right quick. I'm gonna let you go, Tony.
name they
Let
one
King
name.
Dot introduce himself. I don't like being
Okay.
rude like this. I got somebody in my crib.
All
My
right, no
virtual
doubt.
crib.
No doubt.
What's good, King Dot?
Hey, peace, all guys and guys. I'm totally agreeing though. Like we really wrong the culture. Like it's crazy how to just mimic everything. It's just it's baffling.
Right, I appreciate that. So, so I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna give y'all a little gem right now on what we're actually speaking. There's a group of people called the Welsh or the Wales people, and they are written out of history for one particular reason. And y'all don't know, but I know. The only language on earth that can decipher the hieroglyphs is Welsh. That's the type of research I do. But anyway, the Welsh people stems from the Hope Wales mound builders. Guess who are the only people with Welsh surnames? The African American. Oh, wait a minute. The Welsh never had slaves. Yeah. So that's why the English are what they call amalgamating. They are amalgamating our culture. And it's another word I can't use right now when they override a culture. They've amalgamated our culture and claimed it as theirs. These so-called English Slavic people, if you know what a Slav is, they're called Slavic. They're from Slovenia, Czechoslovakia, Ukraine, right? So they are mocking us and mimicking us with blackface. That is their ceremony of blackface, is how they got up on us by painting themselves. So anyway, we are Wales people. The kingdom that we develop is the Welsh kingdom. Like we started the Moroccan kingdom, but you can't have kingdoms in the motherland. This is the motherland, so we don't do kingdoms here, right? Our conquering fathers set up kingdoms, but we have Welsh surnames or Gaelic, and that stems from something called the Celtics or the Celtics, the Celtics. Those are the ancient Europeans that they all learned from. And
PNF, I got one question to you, brother. I got one question to PNF. Like, what do you think as far as how this goes? Like, I know you know all this history. I know you do, bro. I know you do. When it comes to the mounds, when it comes to the pyramids and stuff like that, like if we all kill, and I know every nation knows this, because we gotta get down to nitty gritty. If we all kill, if we get annihilated, do you know what happens to
You gotta
every
say
country?
unalive. You gotta say unalive on here.
Unalive. If all the black Americans was unalive, do you know the type of information Hitler knew if that happens? Right. Do you know we the only ones that can spread peace? See, a lot of y'all don't want to join, don't want to ally with us. It's because we are royal people. Y'all feel it in y'all bones. If y'all don't, if we get annihilated, y'all nations fail. We being copied too much. Right. Y'all already took our gold. It's pitiful. Y'all can't even run y'all nations right. That's what's so crazy. And people coming from these nations, millions of y'all, there's millions of us too. Just imagine what we've done for y'all nations, for y'all to have kids and to put Nikes on, to go to an American educational system. That is simply crazy.
That's crazy, man. From medical, science, technology, we helped a lot of these people that are really small. So they're eating a certain nutrition in Mesoamerica, and they are really short people. And that is because of a recessivity disease. As well with the Europeans who lack pigmentation. We've helped those people. As well in Africa, they have malaria. The science to combat that comes from us. We donate our red bloods and our plasma and our universal negative universal negative blood types. We donate that to these people to make them healthier. And then we don't get no thanks from these people. And that is all prophesied how they will mock and go against God. So this is going to be their plight. This is going to be their punishment for what they're doing. But and you make a good point, man, on how we sustain all these nations and they turn their noses up at us as if we're nobody. Like they don't even know the reason why they're here is because of us. They don't know that. They're very naive, man. And
Hey, I got
for the
one technique with
record,
you.
not all indigenous people feel like these people. Not all Mesoamericans feel like these people. I got a lot of Native American friends and Mexicans who don't feel like this. They know there are people, for the record.
Hey, I got something else to share with you, bro. Like, if you put me on the big screen real quick, I just want to share this one photo right here. I mean,
Who is that? Who is that speaking?
because I feel like everybody,
I got you.
this alkaline.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. I know how I can do it. I forgot how to do it. Let me see. I forgot how to do it, man.
Don't worry about it. But this, my point is that, well, if you can see the photo there, you know what I mean. Because I know you were just showing the picture in the mounds too. So a lot of us do got to stand on those photos that's in the mounds because of you got to think about this. If a Caucasian have a baby with a Caucasian, he's gonna have a Caucasian, and a Mexican have a baby with a Mexican, he's gonna have a Mexican baby. A black man have a baby with a black, you know what I'm saying? A black woman, you know what I mean? They gonna have a
Right.
black child, you know what I mean? So basically, if this is how, like, if the mound's showing these kind of people and these people still exist to this day, all we gotta do is use the evidence that the ancestors left us that shows us the same people to this day is there already. So it's like, how you gonna deny that? Because this is what we doing now to this day. Like, this is us. Ain't no other humans on this rail right now gonna look like that. Not even in Africa. So the dreads don't even start in Africa. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody in Africa not wearing dreads and stuff like us. You know what I mean? It's all showing that the ancestry in the mounds and Yucatan shows us on them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like ain't no way around that.
Oh yeah, facts, bro. Facts. You know what I'm saying? They don't have what we have, the genetics to produce light-skinned people, brown-skinned people. We're all one doing that. They have one phenotype where they all look like first cousins. They all look like the recessive. They cannot father and mother hundreds of millions of people without annihilating themselves. They're gonna start looking funny. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of them native people, they look funny. They're some funny looking people. They are not the beautiful Americans. So I'm not even finna go there with them. It's something called the Emblem of America that's locked in the British Museum. That is what they
Mm-hmm.
saying over here. The Emblem of America, which is a dark brown sister, not those brinky dink little things.
Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen those too. But I
Yes,
also
it's
hear people trying to deny that. You know what I mean? That's why I say we got to use those mounds. What's inside them? What the ancestors got on that wall is in that the mounds where they can't really say nothing because the ancestors did that with their own hands. You know what I mean? So it's like
Oh yeah,
when your
we got
ancestor
the
left you.
evidence of the mounds. We got the evidence, and we got to just start presenting that information because I have the actual language of the mounds. Like Full Metal Rebel just said, we got the Inca. We go down to the Inca people, the Aymara people. The list is so long of people I can just show and prove by
Mayan.
words and language, Mayan, whatever, and Miccosukee. I cannot think of some of the other groups, but
Mhm.
Bolivar, Simone Bolivar. The list is so
We got
long,
Luthier
man.
too. We got Luthier. We got the oldest
Luzia,
skeleton. Yup.
right? The Kennewick. Remember, the Kennewick man was supposed to be a Pacific Islander. Then they switched it to Ameri Indian. The Kennewick man, which is an 8,000 man. We don't use that no more because the scientists switched it from a Pacific Melanesian type to Amerindian. So the lady, I think not Lucy, it's another one, Naya, who was found in El Negro and Hoya Negro, which is mean the black hole. Oh, the princess Naya, 11,000-year-old, she was considered a Negro, but that's not a scientific term, so they couldn't keep it at that. They had to call it something else. So she's also our people, as well as Lucy. They don't have that because the reason why they don't have it is because their genetic DNA, their bones, their body are weak. They ain't gonna last through the ages like that. They can't even last under the sun right now. So you're not gonna last through no thousands of years. Y'all don't have no bones nowhere, man. Get out of here. I'm not believing that stuff. They're trying to write us out of history and take our land. So it's obviously the anthropologists and the archaeologists are going to lie. I want to add that, man.
They gonna lie about especially in them articles. They gonna lie all day in them articles. That's what most of them got. The ones that try to go against us, that's all they got is articles and fake photos. That's all they try to tell us. And what they say is because you people came from, man. I'm like, I don't want to hear none of that. I'm looking at what the people look like today and what our ancestors left on us. That's why we got to stick on that. We got to hold on to what that ancestor left for. We got to hold every time they try to play us. We go right back to them mouths and say, this is us though. So when you saying this is us. You can play all that if you want, but that's his us right there. That's the physical evidence. So you can't beat that. There's no way you can beat that with us reading article shit. That when they read that, that's in the trash now. That's everything else in the trash when we got that there. So all we got to do is push that on them because it's there. You know what I mean? We got way more evidence. You know what I mean? Even some of the articles we got that too. But I'm saying they try to use the articles of what Christopher Columbus and all that bull crap. You know what I mean? But
the key is North America. See, that's why everybody keeps talking about Africa and all of this stuff, right? But the key is here. See, if you notice, they'll let you see the pyramids in Africa. They'll let you see what's in South America and what's in Central America. But everything up here is what's hidden, except for what they're letting you see. Now they shut down the whole Grand Canyon.
Right.
Now part of it was open, but now they shut down the other half because
There's pyramids in Louisiana and there's pyramids in Louisiana, New Orleans. There's a lot of pyramids up here more than Africa.
Morehouse, sitting right on top of a mound.
Yeah,
you got the real valley of Kings is in Ohio. Ohio is very valuable. St. Louis.
Isis temples in Colorado. Isis temple, it's in Colorado. It's not in Egypt, only Egypt.
Right.
Africa.
Utah is what you would consider over there in Israel, what they call Israel. Everything is supposed to be in Israel and in the Bible is in Utah. That's why the Mormons are there. The Mormons got all of our information. The Mormons have everything. They know exactly who we are. They have all the information.
Definitely. They don't sugarcoat it at all with the dark-skinned people fighting the Lamanites. It was the Nephites and the Lamanites having a war over here, and they strictly call them dark-skinned. So you're right about the Mormon. My people are called Utah, but we don't spell it with a U. We spell it Eutaw. Look up Utah, Alabama, and Utah Aboriginals. We were the first people to respond to the invaders in Carolina and California. We're some of the most well-known indigenous people. And also, we're about something called Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And I'm sure y'all know about Chief Tuscaloosa, who was a dark-skinned, tall brother. Some of his family is still alive. That's how well they're good at hiding and stuff.
Yeah, this is the key. Once this opens up, which all the giants was over here too, which they're getting the bones out of the Susquehanna River, like as we speak right now. And these are by Caucasian men, and they're telling you that these was men of melanated giants. You know what I mean? And they're getting the bones right now, and they're part of the mound building and what they say Tartaria, which is really, I guess, Atlanteans. You know what I mean? So, and if you look at I'm a guy. I go around and I look at all the old structures. So, a lot of them are not the ones that we had are not here. But if you look at any of your old high schools, churches, prisons, all of those old colleges, if you look at the colleges, those are all of our structures, all
Oh yeah, definitely.
Victorian
There's something
Victorian
else that we
structures.
leave out. I don't want to cut you off, but
Yeah.
it's something that must be prioritized is the petroglyphs, especially the ones in the Southwest. The petroglyphs got so much evidence. They even got one called the Three Kings petroglyph, and it's something that I discovered in Wisconsin. And it was a pyramid. I didn't discover it, somebody else did. But it's a pyramid with the three kings on it that is built inside of a pyramid. I'm going to show it right now in this live. But anyway, look up the Three Kings petroglyph and also look up the Moab. Look up the Moab petroglyph or the birthing. Look up the birthing petroglyph of the woman giving birth and how they dress. They're dressed just like Moors with turbans on with the feather. You even got some of the petroglyph with fezzes on. They are done, man. I have not been putting this information out because there's so many more haters. But the petroglyphs is another example of these Siberians that's out here trying to tether our culture, man. Look up the petroglyphs. They're in Amazon. They're in Africa. They're in Turkey. They're in all of the ancient places that we inhabited, y'all. Just look up the petroglyphs for more information.
And that's the problem. Nobody don't want to believe that we have this stuff, or everything that's over there is over here. And going back to what you said, I just want to touch on it real quick about the Welsh. Even over there in the UK, everybody in the UK, there is no real place really called Britain or Great Britain, because what they did, they took everything from over here. If you look at the flag itself is England, Ireland, and Scotland. So when you take that flag, it's telling you right there what they stole from. So when you go over there, it's nothing but people from Jamaica, Africa. All the islands are over in there. There's not no real UK people over there. That's what's so funny, because they only put that place there in 1707.
Yeah, the real inhabitants are
There
they'll
were
call them
English
like the
people.
Black Irish. I'm sure
Yeah,
y'all
they-
heard of the Black Irish before, but those are the remnants, and the Black Welsh. And it's some of our people are still there that are native, but like you say, the original people ain't really there. And that Slavic land called Britain, those people came from India as workers, as Slavic blue-eyed people during the Roman period, during Justinian, and they were selling them as slaves. That's the only reason they are there. And they were just recently freed when the Weimar Republic was toppled. Weimar Republic is what Germany was called when the Ottoman was toppled. So during the Ottoman Empire, they were just slaves over there, man. Britain didn't have nothing, man. They didn't even have their first seagoing vessel until 1845. And what I mean by that is a true ocean liner. They never could come across that Atlantic like y'all just said. So
Exactly.
1845.
That's why the UK guys always laughing. They laugh at us. They say, you got Anglo names. Well, I mean, at one point, this was Anglo-America. So that's why we had the names that we had.
Names like this. There's this one dude, his last name is Lamb. C.D. Lamb. Y'all know C.D. Lamb of Dallas. Lamb is not an Anglo name. There's another dude named Doc Rivers. Rivers is not an Anglo name. We can go, the list is very long that I can come up with all these different names. Flowers, Rivers, Brown, Johnson, Jackson. These are not Anglo names. They have Slavic names. They got those names from us when they came over here on Ellis Island. We don't have no dang on. We have so many names that they don't even have over there is what I'm trying to say. They don't got in that country.
Yeah, they changed their names when they come here because we can't even pronounce their names.
Exactly. They got names like Slavanovic and Griganovic and, Hojakowski, Wojciechowski.
Orlando Herrera, for years we thought he was Spanish, but he come from over there. He got a whole different name.
That's what they do. They tether onto our culture so they can do the ultimate takeover, man. I cannot stand when they say we got Anglo names. First of all, we got Welsh surname. We don't have English surname. And a lot of those funny names they got, we don't have those names. You know, Fuller. It's so many names I just can't even think of right now that is just Harold Baines, Dave Winfield. These are baseball players. Mays. What's his name? Willie Mays. Mays is a dang on tribe down here in the Gulf Coast where I'm at. The Mayi people. Mays, Woods. Man, the list is so long, man. We don't got no Anglo name.
Eddie
They don't
May.
even got these.
Hardy May.
Right. Man, Funches. Man, I can't even think. Clemente. So many names I can just think about right now that they don't have, man. Get up out of here. They just want to say we got Anglo name. No, we don't. They just want to have a reason to nitpick at us, man. Like, please get up out of here, man. Like,
I tell
stop.
you, this gonna go big
I don't know
though.
what to do.
This gonna go bigger. The media take control, so it's gonna get bigger,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. We here
I know
now.
that
You
for
got to
sure.
understand. See, I'm in my 40s.
Motherfucker
Media,
off.
I'm in my 40s. We are the leaders now. The old people are done. This curse of misinformation is done. We're not gonna let it go on. By the time I'm 50, it's a wrap. Y'all got about 6 years, man. 6, 7 years. I'm telling you, the old people are done. All they do is lie. Right now, we are the leaders, the 40-year-olds. We're sitting all old people down because they can't beat us and their information suck. So I say the next 5 years,
for real.
we're undoing what they did to us. It's over. We got to fight the mental war first, and then it's boots on the ground. You better know this.
We got to control our media. We got to control our media, our image in the media.
Media takes over for real. That's how these boxers get to start their match. You know, we've been matching up like we matched up Tyson with the guy. So it's gonna go to the higher hills. Everybody gonna start pushing it. Or everybody gonna get involved. So it's gonna get
Yeah,
big.
I feel like they can't really do anything to us because we really actually we helping everybody to be able to survive on the planet. And one of the reasons why I say that, I remember this guy. He opened up a buffet. One of the Siberians. He opened up a buffet, and I asked him a question. I said, "How many seats you got in there?" He said, 500. Charged $40 per person, right? So when he opens up that place, he got a line around the corner. So he makes like 40,000 when he opens it, right? But who's the majority of the people patronizing it? It was a couple Siberians in there, but it was mostly our people in there. So like I always say, we just stop buying from people. We could cripple them anyway. You know, everything that's going on in America, the reason why people can come here, set up Chinese stores, set up Crown Chickens and all that, and we the ones buying from. Without us, nobody actually can survive. The people really think about that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's another good point. We are keeping them alive. And when we have this great meeting amongst ourselves and we just take a great fast on life and just stop patronizing them, they're done from mocking us. And like I said, the time is coming now because my generation ain't selling out. The 80s babies, the 90s. We are the leaders. 30s and 40s. It's a wrap because we're not going to play with these people, you know, calling us Afro, Black, and all of these misnomers. You don't want to call me an American. I'm an American. You're disrespecting me. This is a war on my ancestors. We're not going to go lightly. We don't forgive, and we're not going to forget. I'm letting you know that now. We're not going to forget. We're not going to forget. They're propping up these hybrids on these tribes because those are military bases as well for them. 600 different reservations they can run to and get legal protection as we kick them out of our culture and our creek lands and the maroon lands in Florida and the Everglades, right? And Virginia and Carolina, as we claim back this stuff, they got to go. And like Mississippi River Baby say, trillions in spending power. That is a mighty weapon. because we'll fund any civilization that we foster. So yeah, as we wake up with this new leadership and Al Sharpton pass away, Farrakhan pass away, you know, these old dudes get on up out our way. We're going to demand more than some food stamps. You know, we're going to demand more than some silly little color. So I'm very confident in the next 4 to 5 years, we're going to get this right. And the world going to respect us. It's going to go back to how it used to be. You know, that's just my vision. Yeah, man. So yeah, here go another one right here. I want to talk about this. As we can see the light-skinned brother up there and the dark-skinned brother called Out of Pockets, which is an indigenous people in Louisiana. This is in Illinois called the Inuk people, the Inuk, and they are from the Tamaroa people of Illinois. We see a light brown person and a dark-skinned person. So like I say, the other brother with the genealogy comment, bro, we got facts on facts. We got ancient artifacts. Dude, we are the #1 inventors for everything relevant in technology, from cell phones, computer, medications.
We the trending topic. We
The
the trending
trending
topic,
topic
and
for
it has been
everything.
since day one.
Exactly. So like, miss me with that nonsense. Like,
I ain't
miss
seen
me.
it. It's no. I'm not against Africans or nothing, but I ain't seen them been doing nothing we've been doing. So I don't want no. I mean,
Hold on. One second, y'all. Look at this comment right quick. The Choctaw hybrid said, that's a African American. First of all, that is an indigenous person, and that is an indigenous person. This is the record, y'all. This is what the records state. This man gonna go out of his way to Africanize a person that was here before Europeans. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's a war. This is a race war. This ain't got nothing to do with some Native American benefits. We are dealing with psycho. I can't even say some of these words because TikTok warned me already. But this is what I'm talking about. Even when you present evidence, they just
he
call it.
always in the. He always in the comments. He always in the comments. He everywhere. This dude Choctaw, man, Choctaw, man, go sit down, man. Go, you
Right. They're not
everywhere,
even
but you
called
never got no
Choctaw.
point.
They're not even called Choctaw. They're called Shata. And they stem from like Chattanooga, Chattahoochee. And Shata means what? Shata means brown. It means the boo-boo. It's when they say
PNF.
Shata, they're talking about a sewage creek that they put sewage in. So when you calling yourself Shata, you're literally calling yourself doo-doo brown. They don't even know stuff like this. Shata is for the brownness of your excrement. It's like saying the S word. When you know what I'm talking about, the S word, shot. That's what Shata
Hey,
is.
add him on, bro, because he be. You don't want to add him on.
They don't know, man. These
You
people are
gotta add him on.
hybrids, and their only sources is always European sources. They've been here forever, but they don't have no native sources for nothing. Nothing. All they have is European talking points because these are the descendants of the colonists that mongrelized their
Off our
villages,
sperm.
their towns. That's right, the Chattahoochee River in Georgia. That's why I stay in Chattahoochee. And this is where the word Shatta come from. Some of these rivers were used for sewage. We use the Chattahoochee for sewage right now. And the natives would say, don't swim in that river because it's nothing but Shatta in it. They will tell you what river to swim in. And the rivers that have the name Shatta, don't swim in that river because it's the tribe's people excrement. You don't want to call yourself Shata because it means dark brown like dung or mayate. Mayate is another word for dung, like the dung beetle or the black beetle. Mayate, Shata. This is all derogatory. So anyway, I'm an expert at this information. I'm thankful y'all came out. Man, I really don't want to end the live. I hate ending lives when it's popping like this. So I'm gonna do a whole rundown, starting top to bottom, and y'all give y'all input in, and I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. I did my talking. You know, y'all break it down, and I'm gonna end it after that.
All I want to say is, man, I want y'all to have a good night. PNF, man, we need another TikTok. This is my first time with you, man, today. Only thing I got to say for you end it is, man, we appreciate your work, man. As a fellow American, man, I go to sleep every night. I don't know how y'all going to sleep. I go to sleep every night. Want to build for America. So everybody coming into this nation, welcome. I welcome y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not just me, everybody, because y'all know who the real peacekeepers are. Y'all know who y'all not gonna ally with. If y'all ally with us, you know every nation is gonna get their stuff together. Y'all come to this nation. One thing about this, if y'all ruin America, do you know what happens to other nations? This is the world's best country, and y'all coming out here. That's what's so crazy. I'm going to sleep every night praising America. I don't know what these folks on.
I love America.
Yeah, for sure, Phil.
Salute to you.
Yeah, good stuff, man. I'm gonna be chiming in. Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you popping out, Tony Hawk, as well, man. Everybody, shout out to Omi Amaru L. If you can hit the panel right quick, that'd be love, bro. I was just talking about you because Omi is a Native American as well, and he has the look. He's a light-skinned person, and he knows we're from here. And I love when these type of Native Americans support us versus the ones in the chat that's trying to Africanize us. Because like I say, it's a lot of people with the traditional Native look that, you know, they're kind of light-skinned that know we're from here. It ain't just, oh, all of them are against us. Nah, that's not true. It's a lot of people. And remember the brother, I think his name was something Wolf, that Farrakhan had interviewed. I forgot dude's name. Farrakhan interviewed, and he was like, you can touch all of the people in the church.
Young Wolf, something Wolf.
Like that, yeah. And he was like, 98% of the African Americans are Native. Joseph Little Wolf, something like that. But yeah, it's a lot of them Native people that support us, man. So don't be discouraged from some of these clowns that get up here with their racial, psycho-racial talking points. They're just psycho-racial aggressors, and it don't get to me because I know.
You gotta think about it. You gotta think about it, bro. Not to cut you off, but when the truth comes out and they write somebody's history, and that's all, you know, that's very offensive to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then it's gonna be hard for them to be like, okay, yeah, that is what it is. No, they're gonna keep denying it. That's one thing they're gonna keep doing.
Yeah, but look at this though, brother.
That's a good
They
thing. You got
really
something.
think that we're coming for the. They think we're coming for the those checks they get. See, they are broke. You see, they are like minorities. They wait for a check. We have our own culture where we have trillions of spending power. They really think we're coming for those Indian checks, and we're not, because we want sovereignty. We're not going to let somebody issue us a check. We're not little kids. So we want to send this message out. Siberians, we don't want your checks. We don't care about no casinos. We don't gamble.
You want the land back.
Exactly. Y'all are sellouts. You're selling your land for some checks, not us. We didn't agree to that. So don't think that we're trying to be Indian, quote unquote Indian, to get y'all checks. We're not the same as y'all. We don't want your checks. We don't want your reservations. We don't want nothing to do with y'all. A lot of our brothers and sisters are teaching that they are the Black Indians. And when they hear that word Indian, they think we're coming for them. No, we are the original. That's all our people are saying. We ain't from no Africa. Okay, here he is right here. Y'all, let's roll through this dude right quick, man. Here go this Choctaw dude. You type some nonsense in my chat and you look pale. You look like a pale person. I want you to break down what you believe and what you don't believe, Mr. Choctaw.
Yeah, Tuscaloosa, yeah, it's my bloodline, so I know we got to speak on him for. That's straight from my bloodline, man. You don't even know what Tuscaloosa means.
Yeah, you sound like
you don't even know
us,
what
though. You
Tuscaloosa
speak a lot of
means.
English.
Y'all been some lanes. Y'all using my people. You don't even know the language.
You speaking like
You don't
good
even know
English.
one language, English. Come on now. I did my
And
genealogy.
guess what?
Choctaw Nation
English is
only
the
does
original
genealogy.
language. You know that?
Do your
English
genealogy.
is the
Yeah,
most
you'll
speaking
find it.
language. That's the evidence,
Yeah,
man.
do your
That's the most.
genealogy. Like I
That's
said,
the.
my
That,
genealogy go back to Tuscaloosa. That's my
Man, wasn't
bloodline.
nobody talking about genealogy until we brought it up, man. Get up
No,
out
we
of
only
here.
do genealogy.
Hey, get out of here, man.
Y'all get out of here.
that's all you
Y'all
do.
ain't
That's
got
all you
nothing,
do
man.
too.
You ain't got no
No,
artifacts,
that's all you
nothing.
do,
Come
huh? That's
on,
all
man.
you ain't got.
We have
You ain't
That's
got
all you
nothing. You
got.
ain't got no genealogy showing nothing. Show your
Man, you don't
genealogy.
know
No, I'm saying you
us.
said
Show
that's
your
all you got.
genealogy.
That's all.
That's why I
Hey,
cried.
so
That's
that's
why I
all you
thought.
got,
You know, I
Choctaw.
show you my genealogy. I show my
Hey,
genealogy.
hey,
You don't
Choctaw.
want to do
give
that.
a
Choctaw, listen, man,
genealogy.
Y'all
listen.
just talk about
Listen,
genealogy. I won't
Choctaw,
show
wait.
it.
Man, you are.
Y'all
Choctaw.
ain't know what
Let
Tuscaloosa
me,
means there.
hey,
Y'all ain't know what
hold on,
Tuscaloosa
Choctaw. Let me tell you
means.
something. Like, he just trying to troll. Listen, man, listen. I'm just gonna tell you
Nah,
like
it's
this,
not
man. You know
how.
the
I
truth
do
is coming
genealogy.
out.
Look it up. Look up Choctaw Nation. We only do genealogy.
Hey, Choctaw,
Only do
the truth
genealogy.
is
There ain't
coming
no
out, homie.
DNA. How? No, it's
The
truth.
truth is
No, we
coming out.
sovereign. That's what y'all trying to get. Y'all ain't sovereign like we are.
Oh, hold up, hold
We
Oh,
up,
got our
just
own
hold
tell
up,
rules
us
there. We got
something.
our
hold
own
up. Wait,
laws.
please wait. Wait a
We got
minute.
our own court
Relax,
system.
Choctaw.
Okay, I heard you. Wait, I
Yeah,
know
y'all
you hear me.
Americans, man. Y'all
Clearly,
colonized.
clearly you hear me. You don't hear me? I'm gonna have to get rid
He
of you
having
if you
fun.
don't chill.
Yeah, run from the truth here.
I'm not. You can't keep talking. How am I running if you keep talking? Just chill. That
Relax,
is
man.
my point. That is the point that we're proving. Y'all are not Americans. You
I
are a
know. We
copy.
older than that. We older
Oh
than all
my
them
God. Oh
ways.
my God.
Damn.
Just chill, yo.
The
Chill.
What
Asian.
did y'all build in America, bro? Nobody even
The
hear about
mound.
y'all.
We're the
Also,
mound
Like when
builders.
people think of
Choctaw are
America,
the mound builders. Chutta. That's how
I
you
see.
say it.
America
So
knows.
who was those
Chata,
peoples in
not
the
America
mound with the
knows
Choctaw.
we want them
dreads?
here.
Yeah, it's my DNA's found in there. My haplogroups found in the mounds.
America
no,
knows
it's
you
not,
inferior though.
Can you
family.
show us
No,
how?
it's not.
Hey,
Yes, I can show you my genealogy going back to the
You
mounds.
gotta listen.
show
You
me some
gotta
evidence,
listen.
man. What
It's
you talking about?
Chata,
Yeah,
not
what do you
Choctaw.
mean?
This is
Y'all
getting
speak
Chata.
English. You only speak
this getting
English
out of
though.
hand.
You
First
said
of
what
all, like
Hey,
Americans
this,
have
Man,
please,
y'all
Chata.
what
all talking
Americans
at
have
once.
invented.
one at
Let
a
the real
time.
motherfucker
Let
talk.
me moderate. Let me moderate the show. I'll give you your chance. First of all, it's not Choctaw. It's Shata. It's Shiata.
No, y'all saying it wrong.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, you're
Calm down.
saying
You
it
don't gotta
wrong.
cut me
Choctaw is
off.
wrong.
You don't gotta cut me off to get your point across, guy. First of all, Choctaw means Shack Town. That's
No, it
all
don't. No,
Choctaw
it
means.
don't. No, it don't.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to get you out of
I'm
here.
Choctaw,
yeah,
It
you'll
Choctaw,
have to
does.
it
do it.
sounds like a
No,
white
don't take him down. Don't
person
take him
said it,
down.
not me.
Don't take him down yet, bro.
I gotta
He
take
took
him.
him
I'll
down.
let
He
him
bugging.
come back.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
going too
like
hard.
that when they just.
We was gonna love him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
I mean,
energy ain't
like
right though. He's
every
gonna
time
come
you say
argue.
something, they interject. Ah, no, it's not. Like, who the hell made them the end all be all? Who the hell are
Hey,
these?
but he really sound like a hillbilly.
Exactly. He sounds like
That's
a
what I'm
dang on
saying.
hillbilly. Like, man, get
That's
He
out
how
of
sound
he
here,
like
is.
man.
street English.
It's not
He don't love
Choctaw,
America.
it's Sha'ata. And on top of that, dude, you are a hybrid. You're not brown because American is the copper colored people. You're not even brown looking. So how
He
the heck
can't
are
even
you an
stand the sun
American when
long.
American means brown? What are
The
he
sun
talking
don't even
about?
like him. How he the original and the sun don't like him? This skin on.
Exactly.
He need skin care. What that stuff called sunscreen when you get in the sun too long. Don't play
There
on.
is no hieroglyph or mural found with pale Indians. None. Not one. One of the murals, Bonampak, Mayan, Aztec, Olmec. None of them look like pale people. None. What did these do? What
They
did
can't even
Yeah,
blend in with
no.
the mountain.
dude? They
Uh-uh.
they are meat eaters. They do not
At
eat
all.
greens. You have to eat greens to take care of your melanin. They don't eat fruits and vegetables. They are meat eaters. Hunter gatherer. I'm not scared of you. I'm not gonna let
We don't
nobody
need
else talk to
sovereignty.
you.
They was given sovereignty because the government felt sorry for them.
No, no, no. They traded
They
on
were
us. They are
working with the
called
government.
Seminites. It's in history. I'm not lying. They're called Seminites, and they are Semites. They are related to the Eurasian Ashkenazim. On top of that, they told where we were hiding our ancestors in the Mesa Verde area, where we called the Cliff Dwellers, where Montezuma Castle was at. When we went to war, we put our women and children in the cliff dwellings. The Seminite Plain Indians told where we were hiding our ancestors, and that's how they were able to capture our land, because we wouldn't want them to slaughter our people. That's the God's honest truth. Look up Seminites and Plains people. They are called the Plains Indians. He said y'all own no land. That's false. Like, please stop. Like, what are you talking about? We don't own no land. Now I'm gonna block you. Like, what?
Y'all own no land, but we bigger than land and DNA though.
Yeah, but that's
We
false though. The records show that we own land. What are we
We
talking
have
about?
acres of land.
Exactly.
If we were
Like,
slaves, we would never have land.
like
He
exactly.
low blowing. Yeah, we bigger than land and DNA. He low
I'm
blowing
not
still
letting you
though.
up here. I don't. You don't own no 10 million. You own 10 million acres, and nobody's looking for y'all though. You own all these acres. The whole world is
Yeah,
looking for us. They're not looking for y'all. When they come here, they want to dance and hang with us. But
We
they
correct.
worry
not
about
looking
trying
for
to.
y'all, man.
Hell yeah, we
What are
worry
you
about trying to get
talking
our army
about?
together. They trying to. There's nobody looking for them.
Right. They're not looking for them. The South American people are looking for us. The Venezuelans, the Argentinians, Bolivia, they're looking for me. They're not looking for you. China, Japan, Europe, Africa, they all want to copy us. That's because we are the originals. You got 10 million acres and you're not doing nothing with it. That's how we know it's not your land.
They give one of us some of that.
We're going to turn it into a megalithic empire. We're going to build on it. He said they invented blues. Man, I'm blocking you. Get out of here. You're done. You're blocked. You're blocked. I don't even want you on my channel no more. That's how slow you is.
Man, Ace enough said Black Americans, we led World Fair in Chicago. This nothing to talk about, really.
You're blocked. I don't even know how you still leaving comments. I could have sworn yeah, you're blocked. Get out of here. Don't ever come back. You say some slow stuff like that. Do you even know who invented the guitar? Who invented the guitar? Anybody up here, if you know history. How could you invent blues if you didn't even invent the guitar? Do you know what the maraca shakers are and the drums of the garifuna? Who invented the guitarra? The Moorish people. That's correct. So it wouldn't be no banjo, no country music, no blues without the guitar. No zydeco. You know what zydeco is? With that thing they be squeezing and making the music. Zydeco is an indigenous music in Louisiana. Y'all are, man, these people. Oh my God, man. A lot of people don't even know Moors invented the guitar. Without the guitar, you have nothing. So don't tell me you invented no blues. Give credit. How many people in here know the blues are called La Moraya? In Spanish, the word for blues is morilla or moraya. A lot of people don't even know that. Go and Google this right now. Go and Google the Spanish word for blues. I promise you the word La Morilla is going to pull up. It's going to say Lamurria. That's, the blues are literally the Moors. Literally, like, stop it. Like, be quiet.
These nations ain't copying that dude that just got off.
Yeah, man, it's just like that dude tried to tether the blues from us from Muddy Waters. You're trying to take Muddy Waters culture from him? You for real? Like that's devious right there, man. Everybody know our people, the mound builders, invented the blues. This Choctaw stuff, this five civilized tribe stuff is getting out of hand, man. 36 people in here. Y'all keep on hitting up the like, man. I'm gonna try to get to 20,000 likes. I've never had 20,000 likes before, man. Keep it going. I guess we'll keep it popping another 10 minutes, man. Y'all are the best audience I ever had on TikTok. We need more of this. We need community efforts outside of TikTok to open up offices all across.
Can they connect? Can these folks connect their city to America?
No, they have no masonry, man. They have no connection to the masonry and the art of the true masons of bricklaying. You got to have a source for that, and they don't. Now, there's another archaeological site in Mexico of, it was a pyramid found in Mexico. I can't think of the name of it, and the scientist who went down there right now. His name is Neil something. I can't think of his name. But they found the pyramid with Egyptian, Ogoham, Berber, Cantonese. All of these languages was in the Mayan pyramid, y'all. I can prove it to y'all. So this means the Mayans were a global people going around the world. The only other people with a history like that are called Moors. Moor means mother. Maya means mother, the mother race. The only people that fit the description are the Moorish. They're the only people known as global seafarers, the Nahuatl or the Naga-Huatl, right? They are the only people in America known for seafaring like that and building boats with the Pacific Islanders, right? The Pacific Islander Fijian people are known for their boat making and yacht making. So we are the only people who even fit that identity of Nahuatl, Moorish, Mayan people. And like I said, I'm gonna drop the source later of the pyramid that had all these different languages built in them, showing you that we were even the not the Rohingya, they're called Myanmar, the Myanmar people. Their language was there. Like I'm talking about 17 Moorish countries, like Muslim people, their language is inside the Mayan pyramid. This is a lot of stuff these Siberians don't know about. Just like they don't even know what genealogy is. Kimmer. Yeah, you know, I mean, let me go and get this source right now. I'm gonna get it right now. I got it.
Hey, Peanut, didn't you say like the majority of our folks down south in the United States is around electrical soil? Why are we even around all that? A lot of y'all's coming to these areas that don't even know that literally the people that come from here are around soil that they can eat and also that are electrified. Y'all coming over here for that.
That is a great point. Now, you brought that up with the electromagnetic potential. Electromagnetism, which is one and the same as ultraviolet light. If y'all know UV rays of the sun has electromagnetic potential. This energy within itself is only suitable for those with eumelanin, not pheomelanin. The Siberian people and these mulattoid, albinoid people, they can't even live down here in the south. You can't live down here because the ultraviolet light going to eat you up. It's either going to brown you or it's going to turn you pink and you know when they get the sunburn. So you made a great point, Phil. They can't even live in the soil down here in this red Georgia clay or this dark soil of Illinois. When the sun hit it and it reflects, it sunburns them. And this is when Earth started attacking them because they're not natural, and that's why they get lice. They're not natural. So, you know, you can't live on this land. You cannot live in the swamps of Bayou, Louisiana. You cannot live in the creeks of Georgia, Alabama with that type of sunlight and this type of this diverse landscapes of this, you know what I'm saying, this mound culture, living on the mounds, living high up. Because a lot of these plateaus and high up areas is right up on the sun. Y'all not gonna make it. You're not gonna live in
They can't restructure what the Americans have already did in America, which is folks like you and me. Like, how can you come into a nation and restructure America while America has fed every nation? There's no way people from other nations can talk for themselves because literally most of these folks don't even look American. They don't look American. It's just simple. There's no way their noses, their foreheads, their blood, and a lot of people, their activity doesn't look American. It looks like they're from a different nation. That's how they know who we are. Because how our lingo looks like it's from America. I don't care if you was born out here. You can tell your ancestors didn't lay brick. A lot of y'all look like y'all never went to a river. A lot of y'all look like y'all wasn't from any 50 states for years by how y'all act out here. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? The best thing you can do is give back to America and the folks that's from here. If you can't give back, you can't imagine. You can't imagine these type of conversations we have in here, especially the potential of us knowing the fact that we did things in the World Fair. That's crazy. Every nation know we did things in the World Fair. There was World Fairs in almost every state in America. That's crazy. And the natives here were the ones in the fair, making the fair. That don't make no sense.
Yeah. They don't touch on the architecture because they can't. They have no connection to these buildings. They don't even build like that right now. If you are the continuum of the indigenous people, why don't you build like that right now? And they don't.
Yeah, they're done. They're done laying brick. That's how you know they ain't American. They done bringing out the American culture. They done. Like they know they done. They just want to come out here and raise taxes. That's not America.
I got it. Oh yeah, I thought somebody knew was up here. But the Mesoamerican dude came up here arguing that point of them growing food or whatever. But what I'm talking about is the plains native people, the reservation people is who I'm talking about. If y'all people are the builders, well, like the old world builder, and like I say, they don't know about these topics because there's someone on those reservations doing METH. If y'all were building the old world palaces that we see in Portland at the World's Fair and the Louisiana World Fair, St. Louis World Fair, Carolina, it's called the Cotton Palace. Look up the Cotton Palace. Look up the Moorish Palace of Carolina. Look at the Moorish Palace of Chicago. If y'all were building these buildings, Siberians, why aren't y'all building them anymore? Why?
And their population just got around these buildings. If you look at every 50 states, y'all just got around our buildings. That's how you know you're not. You can live by our rivers, our old buildings. Y'all DNA does not connect to the 50 states. How y'all lingo is. You guys are out here to party. We not like that on everything.
So they ask why we're not building like that. We do build like that. I'm from Chicago. You can Google Chicago. You're going to see Moorish buildings, brick buildings. You're going to see how we build in St. Louis. We still live in the same brick building. We are the master masons. There's only one person who can be considered the master masons. Us. Y'all don't build better than us. Y'all don't have more.
Their DNA goes back to washing, bleaching. We builders.
Yeah, but they don't have a connection to this military. We are the military. We've always been the American military. We are the #1 engineers to move land. Look at Port Chicago. How many people heard of Port Chicago in California? I'm from Chicago. Look at Port of Chicago. Look at Detroit. It's a city called Detroit in California. We have military. We've been had military since the Civil War, the Revolutionary War. Look at Bampet Muhammad, one of the Muslim brothers that was in the Revolutionary War, of the Lafayette. Look at Ben Haley, the Ben Haley family of Carolina. The first homesteaders were Moorish people. Y'all don't even know that. The first true homesteaders were Muslim people. I got evidence. The people who fought in the Revolutionary War were Muslim people, and they were separating from the Kingdom of Morocco over here in the UK. So we've always been with the military and having our own. Look at John C. Robinson, who went over to Ethiopia and became the commander of the Ethiopian Air Force. And we know Ethiopian was once the light of the world.
And you know what's crazy though? We the only people that was attacked and still learned how to invent a cell phone. That's how you know we from America. Yep. We was attacked and created a cell phone. For anybody to hop online with us, that's stupid. A lot of y'all were just born into these nations a couple thousand years ago. Y'all been traveling. We been here. You guys are travelers, washing portraits, knocking statues. We are lovable royalty folks. We don't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all messed us up so bad. So if we fall, everybody else falls. It's domino. Simple.
The native Siberians have a preconceived notion that they are the peoples of America. They believe they people from Alaska to Peru. Like they're just one giant tribe. This is false. And this is fake history that has been fed to them. So they really embrace this, oh, they're the natives, when they are not. They don't have the genetics to people a landmass like this. They are pale people. You cannot create brown from pale, right? So this is false. Y'all are not the peoples who built the old world buildings. History says y'all are savages. History says y'all are hunter-gatherers. History says y'all did not build the mounds. Apache Koa says, let's compare blood work. What are we doing that for? Please break that down to me, Apache. If you want to hit the link, go ahead, come on up. What are we comparing blood work for? Because you didn't build nothing. Your blood ain't gonna, testing your blood ain't gonna prove you built nothing. You didn't build nothing here. And if you did, why did they have to go to Africa to get some people? According to y'all history, they had to go and get Africans to do the hard work because y'all couldn't sit in the sun for too long, remember? The Native Americans perished from the diseases of the white man because they couldn't sit in the sun, so they had to go and get Africans who are better workers.
They population wasn't even around the buildings though. PNF, like they population wasn't even around our statues that were. These other nations got more statues than us, and for the buildings that we do have in America, y'all been squatting. Like y'all been squatting next. You guys' population is not large enough to be next to these buildings. If you look at Americans, we've been around these places longer than y'all. Y'all population just came over around these places, which means y'all are weird. Oh, Mo.
Yo, what type of people is committing incest? That's why I know we're the people here, because we're smart enough not to commit incest. We marry into different people. We are the only people who successfully do this. Why would a people like this dude and the pale ones, y'all know who I'm talking about with the straight hair, why would only their people be in every city? That's like your cousins in every town waiting on you to marry you. Where do they do that at? That's incest. No successful civilization is going to have one phenotype. You're going to have several ethnicities within to avoid inbreeding. They have no knowledge of medical science, of inbreeding and the deficit. And
they wish they had they wish they had the American gene in the gene pool. That's what they really wish. They can't have the gene pool. They can't. So they got to stick to washing and knocking our statues down and raising taxes. That's you should be helping folks from their nation. Out of all these nations, go to their nation. Why is the whole world coming to the 50 states? We got too much going over here. You know why? Cause how y'all handle y'all gene pool and y'all gold was idiotic. Now y'all over here with us. We been doing stuff. Weirdos. Crazy.
so there's something called the Red Wallum tablets, if I'm not mistaken, the Red Wallum. And it talks about how the Siberians came on the Mississippi, crossed the Mississippi and attacked our people. And they called our people the snakes, the serpent people. So these people attacked us first. They came and put us in bondage. That's correct. They attacked our people and chased us downwards to the southern area of the Four Corner region. Look up the Four Corner region. And after that, we have something called the Utes, U-T-E-S, the Paiutes, and those people. And we also have some people called the Navajo. Those people turned on us. So we have been getting attacked from the East Coast to the West Coast, and they are the first invaders. It's not actually the pale man from Europe. It's not the Slavic people, because they just got their freedom. It's actually those Asian people who came and invaded us first, right? And that's why they look significantly Asian. So yeah, this is a reality, man. We've been going battling with them people. They are actually the fathers of the white T-man. They are the fathers of them people. The Slavs, he said, why you look African? How do I look African? Africans got different looks. Why do you look Asian? Why do you look like a mestizo? Why do you look like a pale Japanese?
Okay, they call us Africans, but they didn't create the cell phone.
Exactly. They're using. Why can't you stick to your culture and put our cell phones down? We invented the cell phone. You didn't. Why are you using my culture? Let me ask y'all that. Thank you, Phil. That is an excellent comeback. Why are you using my technology then? Why? Why? That's all I can ask them for now on. Why are you using my culture? Because that's a part of our culture. Computers.
They babies gonna be doing that. So why are they beefing with us? They should try to unite because their nation falling.
No, they don't want to unite because they're in bed with the government. That's why they don't want to unite. And we don't desire their weak genetics anyway. They're weak, penetrable, and easily destroyed by ultraviolet light. We don't want them. We don't desire them. They look funny. Have y'all ever remember they used to say native women got flat booties? Remember that? They would always say, "Oh man, them native girls got some flat butts." Man, I'm not laying up with nothing like that. I'm good. I'm sticking with my Aboriginal.
He said we stealing. How we stealing? And out of every birth we having with our children, y'all children copying our children on Mo.
Exactly, copying every move we make, dressing like us. Oh my God, straight weirdo.
By birth. Yeah, by birth. Every nation, and we speaking of every nation, at every birth we have as an American, why do y'all babies copy us after millions of years? Why?
There is no such thing as an African haplogroup. African is a continent with over 2,000 ethnicities. What are these people talking about? And he really think he's making sense. How could haplo L be African when you got a group of people called Afrikaners? Do y'all people know who Afrikaners are?
Haplogroup L. They were trying to match us with the HB1. What was that haplogroup? HB1A or something?
H1B1, which is the Hebrew. So this is what I want y'all to think about, because Africa is a vast land. It's one of the most vast land in the world. And it has over 3,000 ethnicities and 2,000 languages. How could you group all of them people into one haplogroup? Especially when they don't even look alike. Eritreans don't look like Nigerians. Nigerians don't look like Khoi. Congo, Zimbabwe don't look like the Sand people. The Sand people are the Asian looking people. They are Africans too. Egyptian people. He said, you speak English. Oh my God. English means Ingales. In means not. English. Ingales. This is not Gaul or not Welsh. English people are not Welsh. That's what they're telling you. Yeah, they speak Welsh, but they're not the same as us. So we're speaking the Welsh Hopewell language. I've already noted. English means you are from England. That is not what that means. Those are people we put to work in factories and they took our language from us. Go and look up Marita's Mill. Look up Marita's Mill. You'll see those people working in here in 1900s. They didn't get no English don't mean England. That mean that they got that from us. That's
they flag similar to USA, and he typing like he from America, but he not.
Yeah, man, these people are just demonic, and they always want to go against something, and they want to just prove us wrong so bad because they are jealous and envious of us. The majority of these people are envious. They are on harsh drugs, alcohol. They do some very foul things. And they are jealous of us because we are soulful people. We believe in the Creator, and we do not. No, I don't want to be Indian. I don't claim to be Indian. I don't want to go on no reservation. We are the most powerful people on earth, the most sought after, the most strong. We always win in the Olympics. Your people are never in the Olympics. They even took our dance and put it in the Olympics, break dancing. That is an American dance.
I'm going to sleep.
They even put our dance in the Olympics. They didn't put that powwow stuff. You know that silly stuff they do in the powwows running around with bird feathers on? They didn't put that in the Olympics. They didn't put that stuff. The greatest athlete ever is Jim Thorpe. That's just one person, man. And he looked pale. Jim Thorpe is pale. And y'all are just funny, man. You got one icon, Jim Thorpe, man. We got thousands, man. We got thousands who will crush Jim Thorpe. Man, Trent Williams, Reggie White, Mike Singletary, Richard Dent, Walter Payton, man, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal. Y'all will never. I'm first of all, I'm 6'4". I'm an athlete. I played in the Native American Basketball League. I'm a legend in this country. I'm not losing. I'm a superior athlete. I've played ball with Native Americans. I know the Native Americans I played basketball with, they can hoop, but they can't jump like us. Not all Native Americans can dunk. It's a small majority of them.
Why would an American man feel like he a part of world fairs? That's a problem. That's why Hitler said stay away from us.
Yeah, let me go get the world fairs. You right. You right about that. Let's go.
Bro, it's crazy how LeBron James is coming up with a Native American basketball story on Netflix.
I didn't know LeBron James was behind that. And the dude got braids in his head. Fake. Like here, look at that. Somebody mentioned the braids. There go the braids right there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But yeah, the dude that he doing the video on, man, come on, man. This gotta stop, man. Y'all people are pale, man. Like if you look at my skin color, it's a light brown, copper brown. Y'all are pale. We see this. Like, this is the problem with my people. Y'all are seeing these people sunburn. When y'all go out here, y'all see those old slotted women that be at the grocery store and they got all those red spots on their head and all of those mold spots. Y'all are not speaking up, man. We have to let them know we see this. Like, I'm looking at your skin is burning, man. So they think that we don't notice the stuff about them, especially these pale Siberian. Y'all people are pale, man. Stop it. They tricked y'all to being natives. But anyway, man, a quick, hold on, man. What are you talking about? Okay, we got another one up here. I really want to get out of here, man. Y'all wasting my time, man. Oh, man, I'm done. I'm not even to say nothing else. Cause I'm gonna save some more for later. Sub Command, what's up? You the last one I'm letting up.
All right, thanks.
Hold on, what do you mean trick, bro? What does that mean?
I meant like tricked. I try to say tricked, but I looked
All
at
right,
the
go ahead and spit your.
So, do you think that black people were the indigenous people to all of America, like from the very tip of the South all the way to the very top of the North?
What kind of white people?
The black
How could
people.
I answer that? Okay, so there's a word called.
Remember you dropped the video.
It's called archaic. It's a word called archaic, and it's another word called primordial. The primordial being is the Aborigine. The Aborigine are the brown people with woolly hair like that, brother. That is an Aborigine. That is not a black. Right? I'm pointing at him. That's called an Aborigine type. They are primordial. That means they were here before everybody. All hybrids.
Well, I mean, like, were they everywhere? Like, I mean, like, did they have specific climates that they stuck to, or was every square mile inhabited by some tribe of people that were black?
Yes, they are the first civilization to set up shop on every coast and every waterway. So they were the first to do it. So basically, when other people started traveling, they were running into them. They were the first peoples. What I mean by that is civilization. Civilization is writing. It's hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Technology. They are the first to do that. We borrow
So,
it.
like, even like in Nova Scotia and Alaska?
Especially those areas. We got evidence of the Aborigines up there. Exactly. And they are brown. They got pictures.
What was the climate like back then?
It has nothing to do with climate.
I'm asking the question for a reason.
Well, according to my knowledge, the poles reversed. But they were even living up there with coats on. They had coats on and they were hunting for whales. So as they traveled, they knew how to accommodate themselves with, coat. They even have something called snow blocker glasses with the Inuit people, right?
Yeah.
They have glasses up there to keep their eyes safe from the snow. So these people have lived in that area in the ice. So what I'm saying is the people that y'all call the Eskimo,
Yeah.
they are brown people. They are dark brown. They are not pale. Eskimos are not white.
Are you talking about today's Eskimos or?
I'm talking about the Inuits. The Inuit people.
So like, are you telling me that there's a bunch of black people that live in Alaska?
I didn't say black. We don't use those terms. Those racist only people. Y'all use those terms. We don't call people.
So you mean brown, like so-called Siberian brown?
No, I mean like Aboriginal brown. Aborigines are brown. They look like that. They don't look like y'all people.
The reason why I ask is because when you have a high amount of melanin in your epidermis, it reflects back UV rays as a means of protecting your skin from getting skin cancer, right? Or else too much UV rays will destroy your skin cells, and if they destroy and reheal too many times, you increase your chances of getting cancer. That's where melanoma comes from, right? Right. So if you have a lot of it, like most black people have at least 50% more than the average white person, right? Which is a significant amount. If you have that much melanin, you'll reflect so much UV rays because it's designed for a very hot, very UV intensive climate that you'll not be able to absorb enough UV rays into your epidermis to synthesize vitamin D, which is required to live.
That's false. So first of all, eumelanin is brown to dark. And what happens with eumelanin is you're able to absorb and project ultraviolet light. So we don't repel ultraviolet light. We absorb it primarily through our eyes.
We were just talking about sunburn just a second ago.
See this third eye? We absorb it and project it. That's why we use the third eye as our symbol. And there's also Olin, Anui Olin, which is the symbol of the Aztecs, that one eye symbol. So this symbolizes our use of our third eye. And we use ultraviolet light to project it.
Having more alleles.
We don't repel ultraviolet light. Hold on.
Doesn't melanin prevent you from getting sunburn?
Yeah, because we can absorb it and we can mechanize it. Y'all can't.
Well, every human has to. Every human
naturally
synthesizes vitamin D in their epidermis.
We don't repel it. We absorb it. I told you that.
What I'm telling you is here's the thing. Like here's the thing. In really hot climates, if you have dark skin, you'll absorb some of it, some amount, because there's so much being shot at you that you'll absorb and you'll get enough. You'll absorb, or you'll. There's so much being beamed at you, I should say, right? That your skin, even though you have high melanin, can still get enough to absorb it into your skin and synthesize vitamin D. But if you go to a low light area where there's not very much direct UV light and there's lots of snow and it's cold all the time, you won't get enough UV absorption because your melanin levels reflect too much of the way.
Listen, we already proved y'all wrong because Eskimos are brown. They are darker than
they are brown. Are they as brown as like Sudanese people?
But you don't have we don't. So why are y'all so pale then? Why are y'all pale?
Well, they're brown. They're as brown as they need to be for that climate.
Well, the Native American, the Siberians are pale. Y'all don't look like the Eskimos.
I mean, they're brown. Are they brown or they pale?
Mongolians were darker before.
They're brown,
Everyone was
brown?
dark before.
They're not pale at all. Eskimos
so they're
are not
brown.
pale. They're not pale.
What I'm telling you is that the Inuit people, the actual Inuit people, are especially like. What do you think the climate in Siberia is like?
There's a people called the Tlingit. The Tlingit people, and there's another people called the Vendovi. The Vendovi people off the coast of Washington, not too far from Canada. And there's the Tlingit, and there's another people, I can't think of their name, they're very dark-skinned people out there in that area. I cannot think right now. But your theory is just a theory. It's biology. Not true. It differs. It differs. Melanin levels differ for our people, and we don't repel ultraviolet light. Y'all do.
Well, that's the whole point of melanin. That's what That's the evolutionary advantage that melanin gives you.
Hold on. Let me stop you right quick. I'm sorry. You make good sense, but we have another person who don't make no sense. They said, "I bet he has as much white in his blood as he does black." What is he talking about? Is that science?
It's calling you mixed race.
White blood and black blood. What is that?
It's calling you mixed race.
No, it's not. That's not a scientific term. There's no such thing as white and black blood. What are you talking about?
PNF. One thing, the alleles. Having 3 alleles, does that mean we are connected to the landmass more than other alleles?
That's weird.
Yes. Yes. So this is what 3 alleles do.
When you genetically test, don't they test you on a landmass when you genetically test?
Not exactly.
Right.
They refer you to a reference population.
But they send us in Africa, and we're around buildings that are way older than anybody like you, and we've been out here. And our tests are going all the way down to Africa, but we're populated out here around older buildings, and we're the world's most looked at people.
Okay, I don't know what your question is.
This is what a third allele does. It does more, but in particularly, it's a serum. Your blood is a serum. You have 3 alleles. They only have 2. So you have the ability to adjust, like someone with sickle cell. Sickle cell is not a sickness. It's actually a miracle for people.
They sick folks, sick thinking.
Well, it's a miracle.
Sickle cell is literally the shape of your blood cells are sickle shaped, and that helps repel the malaria parasite.
But you guys don't have
immunity, a resistance to
I
it.
know everybody want to be smart. Check this out. So what happens
That's
is,
why they call it sickle cell, though.
I appreciate you, man. I got this. But what happens is when you eat trash and you're not developing your own red blood from a natural source, your body begins to develop them at a hyper rate. So sickle cell for us is when we hyper create red blood. So we have this anatomy that allows us to let red bloods loose when we're not getting them. So it's an emergency valve that allows us to create more red blood when we're not eating the proper food. So it's nothing sick about it. It's a miracle to be able to create red blood when you're not creating it naturally. So another thing scientifically is the Mayans have been found to have sickle cell. Not only Africa.
Every population on Earth has sickle cell to some degree.
This is in conjunction with the third allele, and y'all don't even know what this technique is.
Every population on Earth has sickle cell.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, that's cool. But
That's a
anyway,
fact, dude.
but everybody on Earth don't have a third
Even
allele.
white people have it.
Okay, but do everybody have a third allele? Do you even know what that means?
An allele is part of your genetic code.
Okay,
it's
right.
part of your chromosomes that your parents send
How
you.
many alleles do humans have?
I think you have 6 actually.
No,
3 from your parents, 3
you
from your
gotta
parents,
be
3 from your mom,
quiet.
3 from your dad.
You gotta go. Get on
You
out
get
of
half
here.
of your chromosomes from your mom and
Get on out of here. No, he don't know what he's talking about. Humans are a diploid organism, and they only have 2 alleles. You only have 2 alleles per chromosome. Like, stop it. He's lying. You don't even know what you think. He said they have 6 alleles. What? Are you for real? Humans are a diploid organism. That's 2 alleles. 2. Just so happen American Negroes have 3. 3 per location. You have 3 different alleles that give you superiority genetically. Like, they don't even know about the third allele, Philip. So I got Tony Brown in here, man. I'm about to close out.
What's up? What's up, brother?
Yeah, what's good, man?
Hey.
What you learn?
Man, listen, man. I sat up there and listened to this man, and I could answer his question about why do some black people get sunburned. And I'm from Florida, right? So I'm gonna say this first before I go about me being in Florida. What I'm gonna say about it's gonna be short. Yeah, when people eat bad food with high acidic, black folks eat high acidic foods, you do start to get to sunburn because the melanin, the pheomelanin that you consuming in your body is causing a disruption to the absorption of the sun. Now, when you eat an alkaline diet, you absorb those sun rays and nothing happens to you. You don't get sunburn.
Thanks to Dr. Sebi bringing that science back, alkaline base. And he's dead on about the pheomelanin. And that's why they push a lot of white foods on us, like white rice, white sugar, white carbs. All of that is acidic, and it disrupts
Hey,
your
I'm
oxygen and your
hey, bro,
hydrogen.
I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all ain't noticed though. You notice when YT people eat too healthy, it poisons them.
Yep.
That's why they have places like GNC and stuff like that to kind of dumb that potency down so it don't poison them.
Right. I noticed that they can't do alkaline. It don't do nothing for them. I noticed.
It'll hurt them.
Yep. They have a natural acidic metabolism, so they have to consume meat.
Right. And most of the time they have to consume bloody meat.
Yep. Yeah. These are the observations we gotta have.
Because their cells are made of sulfur. They have sulfur based cells. Right. See, with us, we have selenium based cells. And that's what makes us different. Like, that's why you see them, we say, oh, dang, white people smell like dogs. That's just the sulfur smell coming out of them, which is, you know what I mean, due to different types of proteins that their body genetically produce, you know?
Man, yeah, you coming with it, man.
Yeah. So, like I was going to tell you about me being from Florida, right? Anybody know that ever lived in Florida, they know that sun be beaming.
Oh, yeah, I just left down there from Panama Beach. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and see, you by the beach. See, well, I'm from the center part of Florida, so we don't have no ocean breeze. Right. I used to go out and ride my bike 10 miles out somewhere and 10 miles back to my house. And you know what I mean? And I just be out the door. When I do ride, I don't stop and go in no store. Now I'm just riding around, hanging out with the boys and go back home. But it don't affect me. But what I kind of find out is that the sun is connected to our consciousness. If we consciously reject the sunlight, it'll affect us too. Yeah. But if we consciously see ourselves absorbing the sunlight, it'll enhance us and then enhance our ability to do things too as well.
That's true. And you mentioned like our people who can be sunburned sometimes and may sometimes get melanoma. It's a rarity that our people get melanoma. Y'all look up melanoma. It's what they get. They get melanoma every day when they come outside. Yeah. Now, this is how you can prevent that, by absorbing the sun through your eyes and obviously your palms. But these white parts of your eyes is called the sclera. Look it up. And what you want to do is go into the sun and kind of tilt your eyes back, like how you rolling your eyes in the back of your head, and let the sun rush through the white part of your eye. This is how you fill your lamp up. It's in the Bible. The Bible even talk about this. Thine single eye. You fill your lamp up with the sunlight, and that same light will protect you and activate your skin and keep you from burning. They don't have these mechanisms. They don't have this science because they're not connected to the sun. So these types of observations Tony Brown just brought up, we got to make a science out of this, man, and observe them. And
they're not connected because the Olympics don't want to copy them.
This man said, I ain't bothered riding my bike. Man, y'all folks, man, let me tell you something, man. Y'all people get lice, man. Don't make me do this. Don't make me do this, man. I got the scientific proof. Y'all get lice.
Hey, check it out. I was in Salt Lake City, Utah, right? And I was informing some people that the lice is a flea. And all the black people come, lice ain't no flea, lice ain't no flea. And I had a Caucasian, YT, later told them, say, yes, he's right. It is a flea.
Come on, man.
We do genetically get that naturally. And we do have animal DNA. White people do have animal DNA. She confessed to them, say, 4 of her family members that she saw birth were born with tails and covered in hair. She confessed that shit.
Right.
And they were looking at me like I was crazy, but I was looking at them like they were crazy because they couldn't believe she had told them that, and that would hurt their feeling.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you get most YT people, they ain't gonna up and just tell that. You get a rarity that'll up and just say, hey man, this is what it is, you know, but it's something out here that'll tell the truth now.
Right. It definitely is, and it's out here. The info out here. It's just these people that we giving a platform to. They are the deniers of this info. 'Cause they are, like I say, they are psycho-racial. And they don't want us to claim our land here because it's going to cut their checks.
Right.
From doing the MTH. Y'all know what I mean by MTH. That's what their preference is. And alcohol, they thinking we're going to stop that. And that ain't what we want. We don't want no checks. We want our land and we want complete separation. We don't want nothing to do with you or the Slavic man. So yeah. I'm just letting that out there. That's not what we own. We are self-sufficient. We create our own money. We created the lottery. We created the concept of cash money and coins. We did. So man, please stop disrespecting my people. Put some respect on it. So yeah, I got to get up out of here. I did not know it was this late. It's 2:30 where I'm at. It's a lot.
I just followed you too, brother. Me too. It's 2:32 where I'm at. I just followed you, brother. So I'll be in and out, bro. Just remember me, man. So I ain't gonna let them jump you if they come in here. You know what I mean? I come with a battle axe. I don't want no sword. I come and split them in half and help you, you know?
Right, man. We are the real warriors. Man, I'm not stupid, man. And man, the warrior of earth. the supreme being. You can go find statues of our people still standing. Like, stop it, man. Like, y'all people are weaklings. But anyway, I ain't gonna disrespect nobody to be me. Nothing but love to everybody. Miss Thanker, thank you for being the female voice up here. Lou Schmitty, thank you for standing in there. Tony, you did your thing. Philip, Tony Brown. I got 2 Tonys up here, actually. Thanks, Phil. Man, I do not want to cut. I don't want to cut this live, but I got to get out of here. I'll go live tomorrow, maybe around 10 p.m., something like that. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And
I'll be in then.
Salute.
Yep,
Much
salute.
love.
Yep. Peace, everybody.
Appreciate y'all.
Mm-hmm.